love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted. Stay humble.
I don't know, man. I can't go. It's a difficult tune to, keep going with. But it's good. It's very good. Welcome to LRFC, everyone. Please hit that subscription button, notification button, like button, all that good stuff. Sorry, I just woke up, man. Just give me time, people. I'll be fully awake as the stream goes on. Let me just put it that way. I've got days off now, so I could just do streams. I might go watch Captain America later on, though. Thinking about it. I haven't seen the Marvel movies for a while, so it's about time I go back to the cinema, start watching that as well. I'm going to be doing the press conference of the Aston Villa game with Arne Slot. Then we move on, obviously, to the tactics, and hopefully Nalante and JK will join me for that as well. Lots to discuss. People, just put your comments on the comment section. Have your say, and let's enjoy this stream together, man. That's what it's all about. I'll look around Twitter, just Twitter X, just to see if there's anything on there that's important as well, so I could share it with you guys. So let me bring up the press conference, and we could go from there. Let's go. Probably interesting stuff. The head coach is gonna say that, Arne Slot. Especially after the last two games, 1 draw, 1 win, and it was pretty difficult, obviously, to take the Everton game. It wasn't as easy as not as easy, but it wasn't what we expected, and the referee didn't put himself in a good place as well. So it's good we got a win straight after that. Like sometimes you got to recover from games like that, and we did. You know what I mean? So what's happening here? So let me just bring it up here. Yeah, so recovery is quite good, as I always say. Like, once you lose a game, so you lose points in a game, it's how you come back from that that's important. And I think we put ourselves in a good position. Yes, it was difficult against Wolverhampton, but what game ain't going to be difficult? Everybody is in a survival mood now in the Premier League. So expect that to happen a lot this season. Aston Villa ain't going to be any easier, especially when Rashford and Watkins, Aston Villa have, players that support other clubs, Man United, Arsenal, etc. You know what I mean? So even, ex-Man City players that are playing for that team, it ain't going to be easy, man. Because, a lot of people are saying, Arsenal have a difficult game against Nottingham Forest away and all that stuff. But no, I think this is more difficult because, Aston Villa never give us a good game. Never give us a peaceful game. They always, come at us full throttle. They always go for the win. They make sure we don't, create a lot of chances. So I don't know where this comes from. Like, it's going to be an easy game because they've got a lot of injuries. I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. But yeah, let's go with the press conference and just hit the likes and, comment. As you can see, Arne Slot is there. Let me get myself in the picture. And we could, watch this together. See what he says. Pick out the best bits, as they say, innit? Pick up the best bits. Yeah, our head coach is smiling, so that's good. That's a start. Let's see who's about. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're on the road to 3K, as everybody knows. Big up, James. Villa away is always difficult, mate. Yeah, I agree. What's happening? I'm nervous now. We're all nervous, mate. We're all in that, squeezy bum time of the season. It's not going to be easy, guys. Honestly, it's not going to be easy. Just, all we can do is support the lads through these stages and play our part. That's all we could do, man. There's nothing else we can do. If we had, enough players that can cover majority of the players, then we'll be more comfortable. But we don't have that, unfortunately. The first 11 is all we got. I heard Joe Gomez is going to be out for a while as well. He needs a surgery on the hamstring. There you go, people. it's the same players that get injured every season. That's the thing I'm trying to tell everybody when I'm saying we need to sign players. The same players keep getting injured. How much more can we take of this? They're still at our football club, so it's not something we really work on, and it's not nice because the more players get injured, the less depth that we have in the team, and it's costly, man. It's costly. So yeah, let's go with the press conference. Put your comments through. Please smash the likes, and we could discuss what Arne is saying.
First of all, just check on Joe Gomez and Cody Gakpo. How are they? What's the latest?
I think both are not available for tomorrow. Cody is close to being back, and Joe will take quite a long time. He's going to be out for numerous weeks because of a hamstring injury.
Big blow for Joe.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening there. 1 second. Sorry about that. Just gotta fix the screen. That's what I gotta do. Fix the screen. There you go. Let's see what happens again. There you go. That's much better. Not prepared, man.
Because he tries to do everything to be with the team. He worked really hard to come back, and then first game when he came back, after 2 or 3 minutes, we saw him making a sprint, and now he's out for weeks again. So, that's always very hard for a player in every part of the season, let alone in the part of the season where everybody is looking forward to.
You've obviously got the chance to go 10 points clear with this game against Villa. It's Villa away, City away, Newcastle at home. And we can look at it and think you've got a real opportunity over the next week to take a real step towards sealing the Premier League title. So how do you see it?
I see it as 13 games to be played and the next game to be the most important one, starting with Villa away, which is like Wolves at home, again, a difficult game for us, but for everyone. They have a great home record, maybe even more if they play in the evening. So we know that is going to be a challenge, but we have quite an okay away record as well this season. We've done quite okay this season in general as well. So it's a game, I think, for everyone to look forward to see these two sides playing against each other.
What have you made, though, of Villa of late? Because they've not won a Premier League game since middle of January, and that was against Everton. And in that time, they've drawn with Arsenal, drawn with West Ham, drawn with Ipswich, but also lost at Wolves.
If you win against Everton, that's a special accomplishment, isn't it?
I don't know what you mean.
They are in an extremely good run of form at the moment. But they did beat Celtic at home in an evening game 4-2. So I think Villa away, when you get the fixture list, you all know that Villa away is one of the tougher ones you can face. Yeah. And but last season was also a very interesting game with it ending 3-3, if I remember correctly. So very good manager, always has a very good game plan. They brought in quite a lot of good players in the winter break as well, and they already had a very good team. They qualified for top 8 in the Champions League. So it tells you that it's a strong team.
Like balancing Champions League and Premier League is very, very tough. And plus the cups on top of that as well. So this is why you see Aston Villa struggling. We talked about Newcastle, I think was last season, was it? When they did the Champions League? I think so. Yeah, we talked about last season, obviously Newcastle. They couldn't balance the Champions League and the Premier League. So it's the lack of experience as well. When you obviously enter the Champions League, it's something that you're not used to. Your players are not used to. So if it's a consistent thing that happens every season, then it'll be normal for Aston Villa. But now, like you could see the Champions League, the Premier League, the cups, it's tough, man. It's tough for every team that's just re-entered the Champions League or European Cup. That's what Aston Villa have won in the past, isn't it? So at least they're in the next round. That's the most important thing, They've been that good. Like heritage counts. I mean, when you got heritage in competition, it helps. You know what I'm saying? And this is why the likes of Aston Villa, are in the next round. And Newcastle never had the experience like that. That's why they got out. I think it's in the group stage or something. Yeah, but listen, it's still going to be a difficult game. I'm nervous, as James said, as hell about this. I think like we have to work hard in this game for us to win it as well. So, meaning continue that, meaning we have to win our battles in the game. If we don't win our battles, it's going to be a long, long day. Villa Park, under the lights, Wednesday night. It's difficult, guys. Honestly, it's difficult, man. And no matter the personnel, those players are gonna, come out and show, the whole world's watching. So they're gonna show the world they're not just a pushover. They're not just part of the team. They want to be, in the first team. So yeah, I'm expecting a tough game, guys. Honestly, man. Nervous as hell. But yeah, let's get back.
Team we are going to face, but yeah, that's where I started with. Wolves at home was also tough for us. So there is every game in this period of time for every team in the league is difficult.
Thank you. Good luck.
Morning. One of the players they brought in recently was Marcus Rashford. I'm sure he'll be desperate to play in this game. Is he someone you'd have to pay particular attention to as he obviously tries to revitalise his career?
Yeah, the first time, of course, I know Marcus Rashford because I followed the Premier League. But the first time I faced him real life was in the USA tour. And I was impressed. I was really impressed how fast he is, how he has a nice height. He's comfortable with the ball. So I think he's a very good player. And I hope for him as well that he's going to show that at Villa. Of course, I'm not hoping that he will do this tomorrow, but I would be completely surprised if a player of that quality is not going to show this in the upcoming months. Because, he's a very good player in my opinion.
It was obviously nervy at the end against Wolves. Is that only natural though at this stage in a title race? And is it anything? Can you do anything to affect?
Listen, Marcus Rashford, you guys. He's got talent to burn. I mean, but I just think, football has left him. That's why he is the way he is. He could have been one of the best players that Manchester United's history, really. But he just didn't have the motivation for it for some reason. I mean, that's your local team. That's where you was born. You should be the inspiration for that football club. But he decided to leave and, go and loan to Aston Villa when, your football club needs your help. And the manager is saying like he's not pulling his weight in training. That's so unprofessional. I mean, what I worry about, about Rashford is like he go out and loan to these places, not perform, and then eventually disappear from football. I mean, because I don't think he wants it as much as everybody else for some reason. Rashford, if you want to be like the best in the world, you don't act like that. You got to make sure you're the best in the world. The only times I see Rashford perform is when his contract is renewing. And he gets a lot of money. He gets a lot of money as well, man. And he's not doing enough. He's not doing enough. I'm not here to talk about Man United player or anything like that, because I don't like that team. I'm talking about football in general. I mean, when you got good players around, it's just sad to see their talent is going to dissolve, if you know what I mean. And that's how I see when I'm watching Rashford at the moment. Football's left him, man. Football just, sometimes football just leaves you, and that doesn't come back that often. And this is what I see of Rashford. Him being at Villa on loan, it's not a good thing, man. For him anyway. He should be battling at his football club with the rest of the lads, and showing everybody, we're here to fight for Man United. But no, he chose to go on loan and go to Villa. Obviously playing Champions League football and all that stuff. Yeah. Big up, Callum, man. Big up, bro. Don't I just promoted it now, so it's all good. 2-3 Liverpool win tomorrow. Salah double and Nunes off the bench. That's a lot of goals, bro. But the thing is, mate, we don't keep the clean sheets anymore. That's the problem. We need to start keeping clean sheets, bro. That's what that's what we need to get back to. I think it's too easy for teams now to score against us. Look at the Cunha goal the other day. He had time to control the ball. He had time to turn, time to hit it with the left foot and place it in the side net in right-hand side of Alisson. That should not happen. That should not happen. There should be players always on you like this. But now, like, players are picking their spots and all that stuff. We forgot what clean sheet is all about. I remember Van Dijk. I love clean sheets. What's happened to that, man? And everybody's turning their backs on the ball and all this stuff. Put your body on the line, man. I see some players in other teams throw themselves at the ball, but we don't do that. We just stand up and expect the ball to hit us, and then turn our heads. Get onto the ball. You know what I mean? If the ball doesn't set off, it ain't gonna hurt you. Just get onto it straight away before it takes off. That's what we've got to do, man. Read the passes. Read the shots. It's just too easy for teams to score against us, man, and it's really frustrated me now. When Alisson's in goal, I think the defense take time off. I honestly think that, because there's a lot of shots, a lot of one-on-ones. But when Kelleher's in goal, you hardly see it because they protect the goalkeeper more. It's weird. It's absolutely weird.
I think it is because we're going to the end of the season, and not because of us, but because of what people make of it. Because we've played more games at home or away that we led by 1 goal. And in the end, it was also tight. So I can remember Crystal Palace away, where it was really tight in the end, and we had to, and Vitor Jara had to make a big save to secure the win. And we didn't even need a big save now to secure the win. But yeah, if then this happens in the end of the season, people, you guys, are started going to talk about nerves. But yeah, secure a win in the Premier League if you are only leading by 1 goal is always going to be a lot of defending and a lot of hard work. And during large parts of the season, it's just hard work. And in the end part of the season, we talk about nerves.
Thank you.
Not me, but a lot of people talk about nerves.
Thank you.
Arne, when you won the title with Feyenoord in the run-in, I think it was 5 times in 6 games where you won by 1 goal. So I'm just wondering, what experiences can you call upon from that run-in to potentially help this season?
I think it always helps if you've experienced it already, and that's not only for me, that's also for the players. But it's difficult to take things from that period of time towards this period of time, different players, different opponents, different leagues. So, but it tells you, again, what I've said so many times, that in the end phase of the season, it is a lot of games are really tight. It's not only ours. If I just look at all the results, I even saw yesterday playing Barcelona. It's a team I admire a lot and play really good football this season. But they, in the end, they were close to conceding the 1-1. So it is the end phase of the season where results like this are quite common, like in our title-winning season with Feyenoord as well. It tells you that you have a team that fights till the end, and these games you need to win if you want to achieve something.
I know we're focusing on the 1-goal margins, but what player that...
There you go, guys. I've been saying it for a bit. I did tell you our games is very, very, very tough as the season goes along, because everybody's playing for something, and it's not going to be like, oh, Liverpool's in town, so let's just defend and then try to get them on the counter attack, and that is it. No. They're going to do both, man. They're going to defend and make it tight for us. They will try to get that early goal as well, because a lot of teams get early goals against Liverpool. Just to sit back and let Liverpool come on to them, and then they're going to counter attack and get a goal after that. This is what they're going to do. This is the time of the season. Everybody sets their place in the league. I mean, they want to go higher than the relegation zone, and above that, all the way to the championship. So, and as I said in the beginning of this stream, there's a lot of players that support these other teams that's fighting for the Premier League. So they're gonna try that extra harder on the pitch. Like I said, tomorrow, Watkins is gonna try his best to get a result for Arsenal. What upsets me sometimes is the midfield and the defense and the attack. They're too far apart when we're defending. Sometimes we've got to go back into shape. Make it difficult for opponents, man. Make sure there's no gaps appearing so they don't do that through ball and face Alisson one-on-one and all that stuff. Just be more cautious, be more smarter. You know what I mean? But if we keep the possession better, these incidents won't happen. But the thing is, we keep losing possession all the time. Sometimes we pass it across the goal and someone comes in and gets the ball, intercepts the ball, and then they go towards us and they nearly score a goal. It's too much of that happens to us. That's something in the training ground. That's something the coach has to like put into the players, and the coaching staff have to put into the players, in my opinion, as well. Losing easy possessions could lead to like a lot of dangerous chances, and we need to stop that. Sometimes, like I see Trent trying to pass with his left foot across the box, nearly a goal, because he can't hit. Even losing, passing back to the goalkeeper, sometimes it results into corners, and the corners are chances if you think about it, guys. Yeah, it's a lot of our players are going to be nervous. There was something on Twitter that David O.C. Cobb, O.C. Cobb put up about Virgil saying something along the lines of the players being nervous and all that stuff. We'll look at it later on, and we could read it out from there and talk about it. I want to win this league, guys. Honestly, man, I'm desperate to win this league. I don't want to give it away. We've been, top of the league majority of the season. We can't just throw it away, guys. We've got to fight, man. We've got to fight and, make sure we get it. We make sure we get it over the line. Sorry, my throat. Make sure we get it over the line and, parade and all that stuff. We missed that at Anfield, man. Imagine like winning the Premier League, like how the parade at Anfield is going to be. It's going to be beautiful, man. Millions of people is going to be there, man. It's not like, the Champions League one. You're going to see double that, triple that or something, man. Not every Liverpool fan was there, in the Champions League parade and, the other cups we won. A lot of us will be there, man. A lot of us, man. And we've got to take the opportunity. Can't muck about, man. Can't muck about. And let it go like that, man. Because that the worst thing you can do in football is underestimate other teams, and that's what we do a lot of, in my opinion. Anyway, we do a lot of that because Arsenal have injuries and all that stuff. Oh, it's gonna be easy now. They haven't got Martinelli, they haven't got Kai Havertz, they haven't got this, they haven't got that. No, the other players will step up. The other players will try harder. The other players want to make a name for themselves. They're going to make a name for themselves. That's the whole point. Nobody thought Moreno was going to score 2 goals the other day. He did. You know what I mean? Because he wants to say to people, I'm here. I want to be one of the best players in the team. That's how it is in life. You're no longer going to be sitting down while other players are getting the limelight. Now it's your time to shine. I mean, I remember Arsenal fans saying Moreno out. We don't want him at the football club. Now they're singing his name. So it can happen, man. You know what I mean? They've got that defense. They got that goalkeeper. They got the midfield. I'm even saying goalkeeper. I don't really normally rate Raya, but he is doing well. They've got all that. It's just the front line is the issue sometimes. But if everybody pulls together and, those set pieces, cross into the box, give the balls to people who are good in the air and things like that, it's still still dangerous, man. Yeah, man. But I look at our fixtures, very difficult. We have to beat Villa. We have to beat City. And you saw City the other day, guys. They've won by 4 goals to 0 against a difficult team to beat, which is Newcastle. You know what I mean? So City is not going to give it to us that easily, man. So we got to work hard in that game. I remember Pep Guardiola saying that he wants Arteta to win the league. So he will try, man. He will try. Don't expect us to go to City and, get an easy win. As I said before, I would have taken a draw at City if we beat Everton, but now we have to beat City. It's madness, man. Absolute madness. People, get in the chat, man. What are you guys doing? Let's go.
Came on Sunday and did really well, and achieving that was Wataru Endo, and that was only his 4th game of the season in the Premier League, where he's played more than 10 minutes, excluding stoppage time as well. Just wondering, how crucial do you see someone like him being in terms of seeing out games towards the end of the season when, as you say, it could be so tight?
I think Wata has been really useful for us this season. It's not always a matter of how many minutes you play. You can be very important in 2 minutes, and you can be less important than 90 minutes. But what makes Wata special, in my opinion, is every time we have to rely on him, if it's 5, 10 or 20 or 25 minutes, he shows up. And that sounds much more simple than it is, because if a player hardly hasn't have a lot of playing time, then to be mentally so strong that if the team needs you, you can bring your best performance. And that's not always easy, because mostly you see players that don't play a lot find it difficult to get their rhythm or their quality in the less playing time they get. The only thing is, defending is always more easy than creating. So if you play a player that hasn't played for a long time and it has to create something, and he has to create something, is always more difficult than defending.
I feel sorry for Wataru Endo, guys. You know, he doesn't. Big up Irishman, big up brother, big up bro, big up bro. Yeah, please go and subscribe to Irishman's channel. He's got a beautiful channel, man. You see Nalante there, you see JK there, 12 man, all the group, man, all the gang is there, man. Go subscribe to them, man. We'll put the link later on. Yeah, Wataru Endo, I feel bad for him, guys. You know, he never lets the team down. He's reliable. Whenever he comes on, he does his bit. You know, like the issue I've seen Arne Slot have with Endo is the passing side of his game. He doesn't like, because he gives it away a lot. That's the problem with Wataru. If he can improve in that bit, I think he'll be more in the team than not, if you know what I mean. But I'll still use him. He doesn't let me down when I watch him. Last season, I thought he was phenomenal before he went to the AFCON. You know what I mean? Look at that City performance as well at Anfield. He dominated that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, guys, you got to give this guy, the way he came on the other day, especially backing up the right back and the left back, it was just amazing. Our fullbacks were easy to get past, but they couldn't get past Wataru. You know what I mean? Okay, he gave a couple of fouls away, but at least he's getting stuck in. That's what we want from our players. Get stuck in important stages. Yes, don't give a free kick away at the edge of the goal, but he just, you know, he's frozen. He just came to the game. Like, it takes time, you know, for you to build up momentum in the game as well. So, yeah, I think, like, at times we've got to give him a chance, especially in the home games. The home games, we've got to make it more tighter, stop conceding goals. I think he'll be good at that. Him and Gravenberch in that middle, I think it will be phenomenal. As I said yesterday, I've got a slight issue with Soboslai, because I don't think he's showing. Okay, he's improved, Soboslai, but I don't think he's improved enough, if you know what I mean. I need more. I need you to take more shots. You see him taking shots in the beginning of the game, then he disappears for the rest of the game. You got to be consistent with your performance, bro. We want you to be, you know, the one of the main players in the team. That's what you got to do. You know, get the game by the scruff of the neck and start running at teams and take shots. Don't be like a second player to Salah or anyone like that. Be your own player on the pitch. Be as important as Salah. Be as important as Trent. Be as important as everybody else, like Van Dijk, Alisson, you know, all these players. That's what we want you to be. You're no longer a 22-year-old kid or 21-year-old. You're 24 years old. Come on, bro. Like, start performing now. We need a, you know, main player. You're wearing number 8. I mean, play like a number 8. You're playing in your proper role as well, which is, you know, behind the striker. That's where you want to be. I'm not looking for Henderson. I want Soboslai. You know what I mean? Before you came to this club, you was taking shots, free kicks, everything. Now you're just, you know, what do you call it? A supporting role player. I don't want you to be supporting role. I want you to be one of the main players, bro. Come on, man. It's madness. Like, I've been defending this guy for a while. I thought he was improving a lot, but now I'm looking at him. It's just gone back to his shell again, running around. I don't want you doing that. What's the quality? Maybe if you pass the ball better, you won't run around a lot. I don't know, man. I don't know.
But he's been important for us, and he will be important for us in the upcoming weeks as well.
We've heard already the talk about nerves and pressure and the running starting. I'm just wondering, with the experience of the players you have in the dressing room who have been there and done it already, how much do you lean on them to deal with it themselves, you know, or pass on that experience to people and how to handle it?
Well, we lean a lot on the players because we train with them. We try to prepare them. I give them a pre-match meeting to try to prepare them in the best possible way. But from that moment onwards, you lean on the players. How much work rate do they want to put in? How well do they execute the game plan? Do they adapt to what the other team does? So yes, you'll.
That's one thing we don't do enough of, guys. Like I don't know. He said he watches other teams and all that stuff, but do the players watch other teams? Because I don't. I look at our games. Sometimes I think to myself, we don't analyze enough of the opponents. You know what I mean? What's their strengths and weaknesses? I don't think we do that enough because, you know, every game that we go into, sometimes it looks like the same as the last one. We don't close down quick enough. We don't really, you know, do the right passes. We let the team come onto us easily. It's just too much of that. We've got 13 games to go right now, after obviously with the Aston Villa game. I'm expecting everybody to pull their weight in the next 13 games. Don't lose your battles. When you box in teams, like when there's a player with the ball, you box him in, make sure you win that battle. Make sure the set pieces count. We can't keep taking 15 set pieces a game and we don't score from one. You know what I mean? This is what happens in games, guys. Like, we take so much set pieces that it never results into goals. I mean, it's madness, man. Forget about the penalties. I'm talking about like corners, free kicks outside the box and things like that. It's just too much of the same every game. It's time to change. It's time to be, you know, more, you know, what do you call it? More decisive in decisions that you make. You you know, like, make sure you throw yourself at the balls. I don't think we do enough of that. You know what I mean? You look at Arsenal when they take corners, they throw themselves at the ball. You look at Gabriel. Why is Gabriel always winning those headers? Because he throws himself at the ball. We've got powerful players like, you know, Van Dijk and Konate in the box. Jota is good in the air. You know, Soboslai is good in the air. Why aren't we, you know, actually, you know, why don't we get in there, get stuck in and put some balls in inside the back of the net? It's just too much of the same every game. But this is the time you need to make those, you know, chances count. If you can't score past teams and they make it difficult for you, make sure the set pieces count. Simple as that. I mean, other teams can do it, so it ain't that difficult.
Always adapt on players, and I think it helps you if a team or a player already won something, but don't make that too big, because you still have to play for it, and you can't compare the circumstances. So the ones that won the league here already, that was in Corona time without fans being in the stadium.
Yeah,
they
man,
were,
I don't want to suffer through
if
that
I'm
anymore,
correct,
man.
at a certain point 25 points up. Yeah. So you can hardly talk about pressure then. Although I'm a type of manager, if there are 10 games to be played and I'm 25 points up, I still feel like, oh, we have to win too. But no, there's hardly any pressure then. But we do lean on the players because they have to show up and they have to bring the performances in, but not in a manner that they are today, tomorrow, or whatever date they do present a meeting on how to deal with with the pressure. No, that's not how it works.
But the players you've got in there, thinking of the likes of Virgil and Alisson, you know, but they are so experienced and you know, they've had that level of experience to be able to.
I don't know what the audio guys.
Put it all to one side and just concentrate on the job.
Yeah, no, but it helps not in a sense of that they've won the league here maybe, but it helps that they are used to playing big games in their careers with a lot of pressure. That's also for Maka, who's won the World Cup. So players that are used to playing in those kind of environments. So, for example, Everton away is a hostile environment. It helps if you've already experienced this once or twice. So that's why it was so good for Conor Bradley, because I think it was his first to experience it. And I assume next time he played quite okay, but will only play better the next time, because you get more and more.
The thing with the Everton game, guys, like, it's a physical game. You know what I mean? You should be preparing for games like that. You should have the right players for those kind of games. When I looked at that game, I don't think we done that enough, if you know what I mean. Because Everton, I look at their players, who can get into the Liverpool team? Zero. So if they could only like play physical game, then you got to do physical back. That's what you got to do. This is how we used to beat them. That's why they didn't beat us for a decade. I think over a decade or something. So that's the mentality you got to have in those type of games. You got to have players that can cope with, you know, technical football and physical football. I don't think we have enough of both, and that's what we've got to work on, having both. Hopefully in the summer they will, you know, do something about it. Hopefully. hopefully. We don't do enough of that, but hopefully. So, yeah, that's how I see it when I'm looking at us. The Man United game, the Everton game is always going to be physical, home or away. So we just need to do something in the future that can cope with games like that. Because what I saw against Everton is pretty much players who were timid. They didn't want to get stuck in. They gave a lot of possession away, being scared, and they've taken that into the Wolves game. I mean, they had a shock basically. It was a shock to see the Everton game. When there's referees that's come out of the woodwork we haven't seen for a while. We haven't seen Marco Oliver all season. I mean, all of a sudden, Simon Hooper, Marco Oliver, Stuart Atwell, Chris Kavanagh, Anthony Taylor, Paul Tini are all of a sudden appearing in our games. But before that, we was like giving praise to the referees because none of them were involved. All of a sudden, these guys are here, and look what's happening. You know what I mean? All these dodgy decisions. That David Coote incident, all that stuff that happened, that's quiet down now. All of a sudden, when that's quiet down, these referees are back into our games doing the same thing as they always do. You know what I mean? There you go, people. Nobody wants Liverpool to win the league, man. Let me just put it that way. This is the whole thing. But we've got to be smarter. You know what I mean? We can't allow any chances to go into our goal. And when opponents take free kicks from the halfway line, whatever it is, we can't hold the whole line so we can't hold a high line on that. You know what I mean? That's what we keep doing. I looked at it and I said, it's too easy for teams just to drop the ball over the top and someone to run onto it. But what's the second, option to that from us? You can have a high line, but we need a second option to that to stop the goals going in. But we don't. Every single time they go through and they score or they nearly score. So we need to communicate better. We need to do the tactics better in these type of games because a lot of games like this is going to happen. So in our games, a lot of that is going to happen, and I'm worried as the season goes along because listen, we're the target. You know what I mean? When you're at the top, you are the target. Every team wants to beat you just to get confidence for their team, to progress in the league. That's what it is. Look at the confidence boost Everton's got now. They've gone to Palace. Palace is a difficult place. We struggled in Palace. But they went down there and beat them 2-1 because they drew with Liverpool. They've got that confidence. You know what I mean? Man United is a different story. You know what I mean? I can't say much about Man United, but yeah, man. We're the target, guys. We are the target. So look into that, man. Ain't going to be easy.
Used to big games, and that is one of the things what very talented players need to have. They need to have playing time, and it's mostly more comfortable if you play at home at Anfield and everything you do, fans cheer for you. Where if you play an away game, if you do something very well, fans don't cheer for you.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something a player has to go through, and the more experience you have in playing big games, the better it is. But some young players don't have maybe the experience of big games, but they make the right decisions because of quality. So we must not overvalue experience, but it does help in certain situations.
Hi, Arne. You mentioned after the Wolves game that there's more of a mental toll of the recent games rather than necessarily a physical toll. Considering the play you're playing at the moment every 3 or 4 days, is it actually harder to get the players to reset and recharge mentally than it is physically? Because obviously they can sit in an ice bath or recharge, but they might still be thinking about the last game or the next game to come.
Yeah. No, it depends on how the last game went. And that's why I said after the Everton game, it wasn't a surprise to me that the players they weren't tired, but they were more tired than they maybe were in previous games because the Everton game, the way that game went, all the things that happened during that game, and then especially in the last 8 minutes, that costs a lot of energy for everyone that was involved. That's why you can't compare tomorrow with last Sunday. I think we had a good win. We didn't play our best football, but to go away with a win gives us different reaction than after the Everton game, where we eventually conceded in the last second with so many things happening. That probably was the reason why we were a bit, not that much, and not everyone, because I think if I had only one or two players in my mind that looked a bit exhausted, the rest didn't. But
so on the other side of that, the fact that they were able to come through a similar challenge against Wolves that they face against Everton, will that give them maybe a mental boost going into these next two tough games against Villa and Manchester City?
I think we've managed many times already to get a win over the line, where I think we won quite a lot of games with 1 goal difference. I'm not even sure, but I think we did. But there were also moments, Newcastle away, where we conceded in the last minute. Man United at home, where we conceded, I think, 5 to 10 minutes before the end. And now this game, these things happen in a strong league as well, that you sometimes concede a goal in the last minutes of the game. Of course, it gives us confidence that we this time brought the win over the line. Again, like the Everton game, we didn't give anything away in the last 20 minutes. Till the moment at Everton, we all remember. We do take confidence from both last 20 minutes, because we had a certain feeling about the goal we conceded as well. So both games give us confidence, but it definitely helps that we didn't concede in the same manner as we conceded against Everton in the last minute.
He's right, 100%. He's right about the Everton game. We didn't concede anything into the last few minutes. I didn't even know where the extra time come from. I didn't know that. I mean, it was just strange. It was 1 minute and a few seconds to go, but he added something like 3 minutes on top of that, which is weird. I know that when they say there's 5 minutes added time, there's still a few seconds or something like that to add on because of players falling on the floor and things happening. But I thought they overplayed the minutes in that game, and Everton was always going to score. I mean, the way Marco Oliver was, performing, Everton was always going to score. I've always said that if Marco Oliver is the best referee in England, I hate to see, the ones below him. You know what I mean? They must be shite. Let's just put it that way. Come on, they must be really, really crap. Because if that's England's best referee, we're in trouble, man. Absolutely in trouble, Hamdog. Go! No.
We're in trouble. Big trouble.
Just on Joe, is there any danger he'll miss the rest of the season?
He will miss large parts of the end of the season, but we expect him to be back in the end phase of the season. Yes.
Will he need surgery?
He might, but that's something we still have to assess.
And on Sunday, Diogo Jota made his first Premier League start since October. He's obviously has injury issues, and you've been managing his minutes when he has been available. If you can keep him fit from now until the end of the season, just what role can he play? Because we all seen how good he was before he picked up that injury against Chelsea.
Yeah. A role like many others. So he's done so well before his injury, and I think I've said it during the weekend. I couldn't even remember when his last start was for us in the Premier League. So I think we've missed him 3-4 months when it comes to a start. I always look at you if it's about stats. Chelsea, that's a long way back. So we've missed the number 9 that played in the first 7 or 8 games every single game, almost for 3 or 4 months. Yeah, but now he's back, and he played 60, and with these amount of games we play now, you don't expect him to play 90 in the upcoming 3. But he will be involved in hopefully all the 3 games, and hopefully with a lot of minutes as well.
Thanks, Arne. Cheers. Okay.
As you can see, people, everybody's fit, almost. I think Gakpo is almost coming back. He should be maybe tomorrow, they said, something like that. We have to wait and see. But Joe Gomez is definitely out. He's going to be out for a while. But yeah, Jota is fully fit, he said. Damn, Chelsea. I didn't even know it was that long, Jota's injuries are never like operation injuries. It's always impact injuries, and it takes a long time for him to come back, man. A long time. Nalante, are you there?
Nalante, are you there?
Nalante? I'll wait for him. Yeah, so yeah, this is what I want to show you guys. Yeah, let Nalante come back. I want to show you something that Virgil's put up from what I can see on X. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Yeah, it's a long thing, man. I need to make it bigger as well. Let me get to the comments beforehand. Apologies for the comments, guys. I know I did this last minute. I'm sorry. Yeah. Continue without me and okay, no problem, brother, no problem. Let me know on the private chat. But the main man is here. Let me just bring him up. What's going on, bro?
Oh, good, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I just had to do the press conference, bro. That's all. Yeah, but
That's cool.
Everything's good. Did you see this from Van Dijk, bro? This.
Okay.
Virgil van Dijk. He says we are all human beings, and I totally understand. And I can't say anxiety or nervousness can kick in. I said it weeks ago. We just have to buckle up, enjoy the ride. There will be a lot of twists and turns. I think the reporters have, said the players are nervous at the moment because it's at that stage of the season where we have to, do much more. When you look at the players, they don't look themselves, and there's a lot of reports in that. If you know what I mean, JK. Do you think that, or it's just the fatigue thing, or something along those lines?
Yeah, it's a multiple number of things in that way where these guys are top professionals. They're playing at the top. I think being number one in the Premier League all season nearly, and number one spot in the first time we've had that big normal just one table for all the Champions League teams, finishing on top of that is going to bring status and pressure. They want to be at the top. Yeah. That comes with the game, you know what I mean? But I think sometimes Virgil don't get no rest. He's the captain of his club and country, and he's only human, bro. Like for me, he can't play 10 out of 10 every game. It's like, he's so good. It's like if Isaac gets past him one time, that's the biggest news of the season.
It is. People celebrate this. It's so funny.
They celebrate that, bro. Someone took Van Dijk on.
And they say he's not the best defender in the world. They say Saliba is better. I think it's most of you guys.
Oh, my days. No. Virgil van Dijk, for me, probably the best since Alan Hansen, bro. He's that good. I don't care what anyone else says. Rio Ferdinand, all these guys, having a joke, bro. Van Dijk, for me, best centre-back. Any youth, I think Van Dijk's got a lot of youth players wanting to play centre-back now. He's made it more fashionable, if you understand what I mean. Because normally when you're young, you want to play striker, winger. You know what I mean? That's the way you want to go. But now, I think with Van Dijk making it a bit more fashionable and stuff. Yeah. I think he's made it better. But for me, I look to play centre-back, centre midfield, and centre forward. And I think Van Dijk can play. Have you noticed how Van Dijk this season, he's been attacking more? As well. But for me, I don't worry about Van Dijk, bro. He's a top pro. Fatigue and pressure, it all comes with the game,
But do you agree, like, some of the players are nervous now? Like, it's 13 games to go. Their performances haven't been up to the standards that they set in the beginning of the season, if you know what I mean, brother. I see like the likes of Gravenberch. When I watched him against the Everton, like it looked like a guy who was really timid. You know what I mean? He didn't look like Gravenberch that we know. You know what I mean? That gets the ball by the scruff of the neck, starts dribbling from deep, and and passing the right passes and things like that. It was very strange when I was watching Gravenberch. In both games, to be fair, if you look at the goal, he was the closest one to Cunha, really. He didn't go there and close him down. He just turned his head and jumped in the air. You know what I mean? That's not the way. You got to go there and like if you go to the player before the ball takes off, the ball won't hurt you as much. You know that, JK. You play football. So yeah, stop it before it takes off. And he could have done that. But I honestly think our players don't. I think they forgot how to close down, mate. Like, we're not closing down quick enough anymore. Like we was.
That's what I think.
What do you think about that?
That comes with fatigue. You know, when you're like a well-run machine, and all them pieces are prime. I don't know, Mercedes-Benz, for example. As soon as you put a Ford piece in there, it sort of disrupts the machine, you know. And that's like with football as well, bro. I think fatigue's he's going to play a big part, because for me, Van Dijk and Gravenberch have both played nearly every game.
Yeah, they have, bro.
You know? So they've been our best two players as well, along with Gakpo.
Big up Hash, man. Big up, brother. Big up, man. Big up,
man. Big up Nalante as well.
Callum says McAllister should be higher up. Do you agree with that, JK?
Big time. Yeah. Wasted sometimes, I think. Dropping too deep. I want to see his attacking side of his game a bit more. You know? Like, for me, we're always talking about the number 10. Szoboszlai, McAllister. There's two guys who can play a ball.
Yeah.
You know, technically very good players. I want to see more of it from them. I think we don't see enough from them two guys attacking wise.
Yeah. Imagine like you put him up a bit in the team, and he creates chances for the like. Maybe that's what Darwin and all them need. Has anyone thought of that? You know what I mean? Because Szoboszlai is not producing the passes for the strikers to finish, is he really? He's always passing to Salah. That's all I see when I look at Szoboszlai. Maybe something different like McAllister that can put those eye of a needle kind of passes, through balls on the run, and someone all that player has to do is put it back of the net, or hit the target. Maybe this is what they need. Maybe this is the time to unleash him in that role. Do you agree with a lot of the fan base as well? We should give Endo a chance as well, or you disagree with that one?
Tomorrow, if you wanted to play like a Endo, Gravenberch sit in with a McAllister in front of him, perfect game to do it in. You know, let's mix it up a little bit. I think midfield, like you just said, 2 games non-existent really. We got 4 points out of them 2 games. Don't get me wrong, but play wise, how we played and stuff, pretty poor, man.
Yeah.
But if you win when you're playing poor, that means you're doing something right.
I'm expecting us next season to, push on. Hopefully, when we win the league, your confidence, your aura is different. Your self-confidence is different, innit, JK? When you win titles, competition, because you're the best. Your team is the best, so you're gonna, play like the best. Your performances elevates to the next level. Do you get what I'm saying, brother? And we've got a lot of young players. What is it? Gravenberch 22, Szoboszlai 24, McAllister 25. So we've got a lot of players in that midfield who are still young. And as time goes, they haven't even reached their prime yet. That's the thing. That's what I keep telling people. They haven't reached their prime yet. But I'm expecting them to do better with the possession and things like that. That's what angers me when I'm looking at them, because if you look at the past midfielders that we had, Wijnaldum, Fabinho, and Henderson, they weren't possession. There wasn't possession. They were like a bulldozer kind of players, innit? They were just, hard men, kind of footballers, running up and down, winning the ball back, passing it to the, talented players to go forward and score goals like Firmino and Salah and Mane. That's what they were. But these ones, they're more than capable of mixing it up. That's what I'm upset about. They don't do enough of that in games, and this is why we concede a lot of goals, because we lose a lot of possession, bro. We lose a lot of possession in games, and it's not good enough at times. And I could be wrong, JK. You could be saying something else to me that I'm wrong about. But what do you think about that, bro? In regards to the old midfielders that we had, who just get the ball and pass it to the talented players, but these guys have got more talent in their ability to do more than those guys in the past.
Yeah. I think when I look at Szoboszlai, bro, he's become an all-round midfielder now. He's never worked that hard in his life, what he has done with Liverpool.
That's true.
McAllister, on the other hand, as well, he gets stuck in anyway. He's that type of guy. But for me, they need to improve the technical side of the midfield. So we've had runners all the time,
Because I thought I'm the only one that sees that. Like, sometimes I'm looking at our possession, it's poor, man. Like, we don't really keep it for long. Like, pass it about, find space, and things like that. Big up Nalante, by the way.
Listen, Andrew.
It's Fuzzy and JK, as I say in little words, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Big
Why do you
ups
have
to
to
mercy.
make me bring that up, man? Why do you have to make me bring that up now, man?
Oh, yeah.
The Lord is my shepherd. He knows
I shall not want. Making me
Right.
lie down in green pastures.
Abdul says, hi, Fozia chat. Assalamu alaikum. How are you all doing? Like,
Big up,
comment,
Abdul.
subscribe. Villa versus LFC, City versus LFC prediction, lineup, and scoreline. You never walk alone. We'll do the lineup and prediction at the end of the show. Obviously, I've got the the graphics there for you guys to choose what lineup we're gonna go with. I think Jones is back for this game, isn't he, guys?
Yeah,
I
he's
think it
back.
should be,
Yeah, he's back.
One game suspension, wasn't it? It wasn't like a
yeah.
long one.
What about Arne Slot? I thought he had a game suspension. He got a red card, but he was on the line the other day.
I think they're still discussing it. They haven't.
Yeah, so
They don't
he's,
know exactly
They
what's
ain't told
happening.
him how long it's going to be, yeah?
Yeah.
10 years.
yeah.
He's getting a 10-year shift.
Yeah, I was looking at this about Virgil as well. This is the second part of that thing he said there. If you're not ready for it, it will be a difficult couple of months for you, but I feel like we as a team are ready for it. We will give it everything we've got, and we will see in 13 games if that is enough. Yeah, man. The games are coming thick and fast, guys. Like, it's every 3 days, you know what I'm saying? So at least he admitted it, you know what I mean? Some of the players are, looking nervous, and anxiety sets in and all that stuff as well when the games are not going according to plan, if you know what I mean, guys. But yeah, at least he's honest about it, you know what I mean? So I don't know how others would think. I can only say what I think and what I tell the boys to do, because I've been through this whole situation and come up short as well twice. There you go, guys. And I mean, past seasons come into it, don't they? Like how we didn't win league titles. He would tell the players. Not only that, you got other experienced players like Allison and Robertson, Trent, and etc. that can tell the rest of the players we need to come through these games with the right results, because if we don't, guys, it could go to the last game of the season again, if you know what I mean, and we don't want to go through that. But the most important thing is, I don't know if you guys agree with me, it's good to have 10 points clear if we beat Villa tomorrow, isn't it? Because it puts the pressure on Arsenal to start performing in their games to catch up, right or not? I don't know if you guys agree with that one. Nalante?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, man, every game. So it's a must. It's a win-win. We're not going to win all games, but the next two, if we can get at least minimum 4 points, I'll take that because they're hard games. So yeah, we can get 3 points tomorrow at Villa Park. Game in hand. That's another dagger. There's 9 games to win. We've got 9 games we need to win, and the league is ours. So
that's a question, Nalante. Yeah, as you're going on to that. How many? We've got 13 games here. How many games do we have to win the league for you? Like, to be comfortable? Like,
I'll say
with Arsenal dropping points, because you probably looked at the Arsenal games as well, right? You guys, yeah. So you expecting Arsenal to drop points or not as we go on?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. They'll beat West Ham at home. That's the next game. But I think Forest will drop points. So we do what we're doing. I'll say about between 8 and 9 games, and the league's done. Okay. We can do the link up at the parade. So yeah, we can plan that. So yeah.
What about you, JK?
Like, I'm already on that journey that we've already got it done. Like if City were in our position, would their fan base be nervous?
No,
I don't think they would be, because they've been there, done it. They won it 5-6 times now, under Pep. So they know what they're doing, so they can handle that sort of pressure. I think we've got enough guys in our team, to handle that pressure. But for me, I'm just taking each game as it is.
Okay.
And then if you win that, like tomorrow, getting 10 points on the board with 10 points more on the second team, that's the best thing we can do before they play West Ham at the weekend. We're playing Man City on the Sunday. I think they're playing Saturday.
Yeah.
West Ham. And
what I'm asking, JK, is like, how many games do you think we should win for you to be comfortable? The league is done. That's what
I
I'm
was going
saying.
to say. I was going to say all of them. I would say 7.
7, yeah. Me
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too. Me too. It's 13 games to go. 7, I think it's done, guys. Honestly, I think that if we win that 7, I think not only that. I think there will be a certain stage of the season if we keep the momentum up, like in winning. Arsenal will just say enough. You know what I mean? We're getting too many injuries now. Let's just concentrate on the Champions League. Like Man City did the season we won the league. You know what I mean, guys? That can happen, you know.
Yeah.
Team will just say, you know, we've taken ourselves to the limit. We can't keep going. You know what I mean? Each time we extra on the games, our players are getting injured. You know what I mean? So big up Cedric, by the way. Yeah, so that can happen.
Cedric.
You know what I mean, JK and Nalante? That can happen, you know, because all they're getting is injuries now because they put in their squad to the limit. And you know, the reason we're not getting a lot is because we've already had injuries in the beginning of the season. So the second part of the season is where our players are coming back, and we're only missing one player now, which is Joe Gomez. Gakpo apparently is back now. So
is he?
Yeah, he's back. He's back.
For tomorrow's game?
I don't know about tomorrow's
game.
No,
he's missing tomorrow's game.
Yeah.
He ain't playing.
Okay.
It could be.
So it might be sort of for Sunday for the City game. That'd be cool. Just to have him there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we keep winning, it will put pressure on Arsenal. And you know, they've already taken their squad to the limit. So there will be a time they'll say, you know what, there's no point. You know what I mean? I want to see that. That's how I saw that season we won the league. The reason we won it is because Man City just said enough now. We can't keep going. Liverpool are too far ahead, and it's impossible to catch them, if you know what I mean.
And also, I'd rather beat us than them right now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Come on. I want to swap places with Arsenal anytime. So for me, we got that gap. That's cozy. The gap 7.
Yeah.
It's cozy, bro. Same amount of games. We're going to have if we win tomorrow, we'll have an extra game played on them. That's mad. All season, we got an extra match. We got an extra game in hand. Now it's the other way around after tomorrow. But for me, just get the job done tomorrow. But that Wolves game was so important to win. Whoa. Imagine the noise after Arsenal won the day before against Leicester 2-0 in the last 10 minutes. And then we sort of lost on Sunday or we got a point out of it.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot of noise. And that's why I say to fans, chill out. Everyone's got their own choice how they want to support Liverpool, you know. I think everyone does it different. But for me, I'm like, yo, I'm not letting that stress, let the way that we're playing stress me out. Why? Because look how good we've done so far.
Yeah.
With that squad we've got, you know.
I've always said it, Nalante and Jake. I've always said it, like you could get frustrated, you know, after the game if things didn't go according to plan, but let it go the next day, man. Why are you dragging it on? That's what I don't understand. With sometimes with our people, like we'd let it drag on for ages. I'm thinking to myself, how don't you think those players see that? You know what I mean? Because everybody's on social media now. Nobody avoids social media. I mean, that's why Robertson was telling the fans to calm down. He probably heard what they've been saying about him for a while. If you know what I mean. So now it shows it's affecting the players, man. Stop it, Nalante, man. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ.
Oh, good shout out to Steve. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ.
Yeah, but do you get what I'm saying, guys? Like, we just need to calm down now. I honestly think that. Just get the players through over the line now. We need to, the support has to come out, man. I mean,
the support.
Like I said to you guys yesterday, Anfield was flat on Sunday. Absolutely flat.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I think in the end, mate, they at the last 20 to half an hour, they rallied the players, to be fair, because we were awful.
Sorry, JK and Atlanta, we've got to do this like throughout the 13 games now. We've got, you know, the away fans are the best. There's a reason for that, because it's the loyal fans, you know, the season ticket holders. We always shout the opponents, even in their own ground. We've got to be like that. We have the guys. It's the importance of the last 13 games. People, like, I wish you could. And I don't know if it's hurting me saying this. We need to fucking wake up, man. As a fan base, we need to back these guys. We've got no choice. This is all we got. The first 11 is all we got. We need to get them over the line, man. Everybody has to play their part. I mean, being negative and, you know, having to go at them, you know, in a personal accounts, it's not the way, man. Let's get them over the line, man. Everybody pull together, man.
And that's why I say to you, bro, like, this season alone, even though we're top of the league most of the season, there's a lot of fans moaning about Diaz, Darwin. Darwin and Diaz, them two guys got us 6 points. Darwin got us, Diaz got it on against Wolves. He got the goal, got the pen. And then Darwin got it away to Brentford. 2 goals, bang, bang. 6 points there. Take them 6 points away now. We'll be a point ahead of Arsenal.
Yeah, man.
It is what we've got. Like, our owners are not big spenders, hence why I am the way I am. Because for me, if we were a big spending club, I'd be like, you know what? I'm not really bothered about Darwin and Diaz, for example. You know why? We get someone new in next. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
We're stuck with these guys. You know, and these guys have got us to the top.
We've got no choice, man. What? It's their football club. It's their football club. I mean, they bought the football club. It's theirs. You know what I mean? And we can't do nothing about it. I mean, unless, like, if you want to do a protest and we go down the street, if someone can set up, let's go. But don't, if you can't do that, just support the lads. That's all we can do there, JK. Support the guys on the pitch. That's all we can do, man. These guys are showing me their cameras today. What's going on? Callum says 1-4 to Liverpool. That's jumping too far, bro. That's jumping too far, man. Joe has no luck. A lot of pressure on VVD and Ibu now. Yeah, man. Ibu has to stay fit, Brian. He has to stay fit now, bro. We can't have him getting injured, man. We can't, man. We beat both Villa City. I think the league one hand on the trophy, in my opinion. Big up, Hash, man. Big up, bro. We said that earlier. Cedric's in the house. Chat, he says, second half was bad. Players looked tired and confused. Yeah, it happens, bro. Especially when you come out, you know, out of a pressured game like Everton, when the referee is not giving you any luck on the pitch. It was always going to be like that this game after, if you know what I mean. We have to put all. This is from Virgil, guys. I'm reading the comment. I'm reading the actual text there. We have to put all our energy in ourselves, and that is hard enough already. You saw how Wolves made it difficult for us, and on Wednesday it will be very difficult. Nalante, you know, Villa are not playing well at the moment. They're struggling. They drew with Ipswich, even though Ipswich had their man sent off. They still didn't get the win over the line. Is it going to be an easy game like everybody else is saying? Because I've been hearing this is an easy game. That's what I've been hearing.
Well,
I know Villa always look to Liverpool games. I know that. And when you got Arsenal fans and Man United fans playing for them, do you think those players are going to like come at us like, oh, let Liverpool win? They're not.
Oh, I mean, anyone who says that, that's just stupidity. With all due respect, that's just proper stupidity to say that. I mean, Plymouth, Everton, people forget about that. Yeah, we're going to do the business, and we didn't, did we? So, and Villa are a good team. Don't be fooled by the dropping points. It's just they've been inconsistent. Champions League has hit them a lot, so don't be fooled with them. They could easily beat us. They could easily do a job and hurt us. Let's not be fooled by that. So it's going to be a very, very hard game. And if we play like we have the last 3 games, regardless win, lose or draw, we ain't winning the game. We're dropping more points or losing. So we have to improve our performance. That's for sure.
100%. What about you, JK? I don't know if JK's gone somewhere. We'll wait for him. Fuzzy's back in the house. Let me just do the comments before we go on.
Yeah.
Cedric, Steve, big up everyone, man. Gene, Steve, Callum, James, Brian, of course, Cedric.
Big up, Brian.
Always coming through for us, man.
Big up the chat.
Gene is in the house. Much respect, gents. And
the lovely Gene Gray.
The best, man. The best Gene is, man. We have 13 finals to play in the Premier League. In the Premier League. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right, Steve. We've got no choice, man. All of us have to pull together, brother. I don't want to see no negativity anymore. I don't know about you, Nolante. I just don't want to see that anymore. We need to like play our part now, no matter what happens. You know what I mean? Just keep pushing these guys through it, man. That's what I think.
Yeah, we just have to, like you said, we just, as JK said it, and big up JK, Lord of mercy. Don't know what you're doing, JK, you're going to storm in there. You're cooking some rice and chicken up in there. He's probably doing some cooked food for the missus. But what I would say, JK said it many times, whether we think of Nunes, Diaz, etc., we've got to put that aside in terms of whether they're not good enough for our club and just get behind the guys, and then somehow we can deal with who goes, who stays, you know? Like I said, mate. You know?
That's for
Hey,
you.
hey. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Just one more time, please. One more time, Fozzie. Just one more time. Remix. But
Jack, you better start writing. Otherwise, I'm gonna come for you.
they to fall in the 5-9 not even answering. But I was joking there. But yeah, no, but yeah, look, everyone has a part to play. All squad members have a part to play, and it's a testament to Slot what he needs to do next. He needs to rotate this squad. He needs to play the likes of Endo. If Harvey needs to play Jones, etc. And Vivi Day, I'm worried about him, because I said at the start,
Why you worried?
we were, yeah, I said at the start of the season, if we're going to win well, I didn't think we were, but if we're going to, then Salah and VVD would need to be rested. And I just, like, Joey's my guy, and just so unfortunate he gets these injuries, because I'm not going to lie, I'm probably the only one to say this. If Joey was 100% fit, and although Ibu's form's been a little bit shaky, this would be the game, I would have rested VVD. I would have. I would have.
It would Virgil, like I don't think people know like what players go through, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's in, injuries could catch up, especially, when you're an older player.
Yeah.
The bones ain't the same anymore, no matter what protein shakes you have. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't
Marathon
matter.
runs, innit? Yeah, exactly.
And then people will target you. Don't forget, Nalante, people will target you, bro. I mean, look at the way Pickford targeted him in that game, that season. They knew they had to stop someone. You know what I mean? And that's the most important, in my opinion, he's the most important player for Liverpool. When Virgil's on fire, the whole team's on fire. Have you ever noticed that? Every time Virgil is in, he's the best player on the pitch. Liverpool are always, coming through games and winning games. The only time we don't really play well is when Virgil doesn't play well. You know what I mean? So, listen, since he walked in through the door, that Everton game when he scored in the FA Cup, Liverpool haven't looked back in defensive wise. Right? We've been solid. We've been absolutely solid. I think Arsenal is 3 goals ahead of us. And if you look at the defensive side of the game, so we must be doing something good, because Arsenal's always getting 1-0 games here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Virgil, man, we need to rest him at times. You know what I'm saying? Especially the home games. I mean, we need to get the home games going again, bro. Like, I don't think we win convincingly at home anymore like we used to. Remember that good old 3-0 wins with Gerrard back in the day? I want to get back to that, man.
4-0, yeah. Well, I remember I would love a nice little 6-0 at home, but yeah, probably ain't gonna get that. Yeah.
I miss those days, man. The good old. I remember when Gerrard scored that goal against Middlesbrough from the right side, straight to the top corner.
Oh yeah, that was 08, 09. Yeah. When we challenged for the title, yeah. The 2-1, we 1-0 down in 2 goals in the last.
No, that was oh fuck, it was Middlesbrough. I'm sure it was Middlesbrough. It was earlier than that, because I remember.
Oh, I think 05 when we beat them 2-0.
It was a Champions League shirt he was wearing, the one in 05.
Oh,
I think it's
05, 06,
yeah,
I believe.
I think
Yeah. Oh, he backed it when we beat.
Those seasons. It wasn't every season new kits, was it? It was every 2 seasons.
Yeah, every 2 seasons. Yeah,
man. Virgil says, if you focus on other things or look at others, it will. It's true. That's what we do sometimes. We keep looking at other opponents. We shouldn't be doing. Let me read that again. If we focus on other things or look at others, it is only going to backfire. So we keep going. Certain players in our team might watch other teams, but it is not going to help you. It's true, man. If you focus on other teams and worry about what Arsenal is doing, it's gonna hinder your performance on the pitch. You know what I mean? Because you will rush a pass, you will make mistakes in the game, because you already seen Arsenal do certain things in their game, which is win or something like that, and they put the pressure on us. If you know what I mean, Nalante. So he is right about that. I think that, let me just finish it off. I think that was also the mentality the season we won it in 2020. We kept going, and we found a way. There you go, man. He said it as we all wanted to hear it, because if you look at the season we won the league, Nalante, we didn't really let complacency set in. We actually just kept on going. Like sometimes you just look forward, innit? And you don't want to look back. And that's what we did that season. And that's going forward from now, that's what we've got to do. So don't look behind you, look forward. You're 7 points clear. I mean, if someone gave you this in the beginning of the season, you would have took it with both hands. You know what I mean? So this is the man, innit? That's the man. He looks like a goat, doesn't he, as well?
Don't talk about the animal goal. We're talking about player goal. Shit out of me.
Let's wait for JK, man, because he just disappeared, man.
Nah, man, he couldn't take it, man. He's cooking up his cooking up his store in the kitchen, man. Or JK, he's preparing his mindset for tomorrow.
Yeah, I was praying for Van Dijk. He had a good game.
See, there you go. See,
there you go. Yeah, let me bring back the screen, guys. Yeah, so Virgil is trying to prepare the guys, obviously, for the next 13 games, and he's telling and listen. What I like the comments he said, you know what I mean, because if you let complacency set in, you're gonna lose focus of your obviously ambition for the season, which is winning the league. So I like that. I really, really like that. I really, really, really like that. Let me go back to the video again. Yeah, so this game, it's going to be a tough game in my opinion. And I think it's time to do the tactics. What do you think about that, guys? This starting lineup and everything. Is it time to do it?
Let's get it done, yeah.
Let's get it.
Give them a little bit of salt. Not yet. Sprinkle a little bit of salt.
Not yet. Let me do this. Hang on, guys.
Do a few comments and then we'll go into it.
You want to read a few comments? I will.
Yeah.
I'll do that
So
right now.
he wants to go to PSG. I don't believe that, Cedric, to be honest. He's happy at Liverpool. It's just
I think you know what it is, Nalanda. Let me add on to that one. Yeah, I think there's a lot of PSV fans that are saying that, and they're trying to put pressure on him to sign for them. But from what I've seen of Konate recently, he is happy at Liverpool. Extremely happy, by the way. It's not even it's understatement. He's
happy. Yeah.
Normal circumstances, any little niggles, he'll say, I don't want to play. You know what I mean? But he's been playing all season. So if that doesn't show you, listen, PSG is finished, man. Let's just be realistic. You know what I mean? They're not doing what they used to do anymore. And if you leave Liverpool, to me, is a downgrade. Why would you downgrade your the team that you're going to go to? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, we want him to stay for the next 5 to 6 years, so he could cement a place in Liverpool's legacy in it. So have a legendary status at Liverpool. He's more than capable of doing that. So why would he go to PSG? It's a team you go when you're retiring. Go down there, man. I mean, it's not always about the money. Look at Mbappe. Mbappe had to run away eventually. I mean, it didn't work. It doesn't work down there. So just stay at Liverpool, work hard, win the championships here, and then if you want to retire down there eventually, then go retire down there. But I've never heard him say he wants to go to PSG. I mean, so if it hasn't come out from his mouth, I'm happy, man. A lot of people do, off the field talk for other players. That's how I see it as well. Yes, FSG definitely selling Becca Konate this summer for over 100 million plus. Are they? Wow. Don't see that.
Nah. I think Steve being a bit too much with that, but no.
Cedric says, agree. Okay. We need to win each game at a time. Yes, spot on, Abdul. That's what we've got to do, bro. We can't, think ahead. Let me just put it that way. Just think about the next game. Aston Villa, then we move on to City, then we move on to, to the other teams after that. If we keep thinking of 2 games ahead, it ain't the way of going about it. Do you guys agree with that or no?
Yeah, 1 game at a time. 1 game at a time.
Best way to do it, bro.
Yeah.
The way, we're sort of being blessed with injuries and stuff. We're not getting injuries this season compared to others. Look at Arsenal's injuries and stuff. So, but for me, I'm taking each game at a time, bro, because I said at the start of this week, we've got 3 big games. This is probably the most important week of the Premier League. Wolves, Villa, City, all in a week. No Champions League games, no FA Cup League games, stuff like that, So for me, game at a time. See what happens tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
and take it from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a watch along people tomorrow, so I'm back. Obviously, I'm off work for a couple of days, then I go back. So yeah, just keep it on the channel. Hit the notification bell and let us know. Well, the notification bell always lets you know like I'm live, so just hit that on there. So this is the league so far, people. Before we move on to the tactics board, we'll come back to this as well. As you can see, Liverpool 7 points clear. See, we don't have to catch up this time, guys. We don't have to catch up. Teams have to catch us up, so that's good. I mean, goals, against the 2 goals, obviously behind us. Goals for 60 goals, so we're ahead of that. Everything else we're ahead. It's just the goals conceded, and it's not a lot. That's the most important thing. I tried to explain that on X the other day, the disrespect thrown at Trent Alexander-Arnold could push him out of the door if he did have a second thought. He's ours till he's not. And mental health is real thing. Spot on, Gene. Spot on. The club gives him the captaincy. The club, backs him. The club puts him in the first team continuously. If a guy is not fully committed, would they do things like that? I don't think so. So just watch this space. The guy hasn't said he's leaving, and what came out of his mouth was, "I've never shared my contracts, renew my contracts publicly before. Why should I do it now?" That's what he said. And he's right. He's never done it in the past. So let's just wait and see. Let's not put pressure on him because, like Gene says, guys, the more pressure you put on the players, the more they will decide to leave eventually. So we need to be careful how we go on with our actions off the pitch. Personal attacks is not the way to go because it affects the players mentally. Like Gene said, he might want to get away now. You give him, a chance to get out the door. That's what you're doing when everybody's saying, "Yeah, Trent is shit. Let's get him out." You shouldn't say things like that. You should not. He's still at the football club. He's still playing consistently, but by the way, and he's the vice captain still. Nobody said to me he's not the vice captain anymore at Liverpool Football Club. So I remember him saying a few years ago he wants to be the captain of Liverpool. Lead us to the next, phase of the football club. So yeah, man, I think there's still an opportunity for him to stay at Liverpool Football Club. I haven't given up totally. I don't know if you guys agree with me with that, and Gene is of course as well. JK?
I don't know, he's the only one out of the 3 I think will go. Just like, I want him to stay. One of my favourite players for Liverpool. What a player, But for me, bro, he's going to waste his talent sometimes. I believe he could have been a better player in the last 2 years, 3 years. Yeah. So for me, he's got to just sort of get his head straight. I hope he plays tomorrow.
Yeah.
Even though I like Conor Bradley, different type of right back and that.
Yeah.
But for me, out of the contract, Trent is the one. I think Salah and Virgil have looked happy all season. When you look at them, Salah's been smiling, even though he was getting asked probably the most out of the 3. What's happening with your contract? So, and they both performed to the top level, Virgil and Salah. Trent's the only one who's being sort of inconsistent. Didn't turn up for the Man United game at home. Looked good when he came on against Everton. I think we looked better when he came onto the pitch, him and Jones. We needed more from them two because they're from Liverpool, bro. They sport Liverpool, born into it. And I'm expecting more from them, and now is the time to do it. So if them 2 are playing tomorrow against Villa, I want them 2 guys to be winners that game.
Okay, bro. What about you, Nalanto? How do you feel about Trent, brother? If Nalanto,
yeah. Big up KJ, sir. KJ, a long time legend, say. Big up yourself, JK. Put it in the air, real done. But Trent. I'm gonna ask you both this question. Should he stay or should he go?
Should he stay or should he go?
He should stay for me. Too good to get rid of. Like for me, he's one of my favourite players.
Yeah. I still got hope, man. I don't think he's gonna leave. I don't think he's gonna leave.
Well, if he stays,
I think
I want to see the look on faces of the people who dissed him.
I think the only way he can leave is us fan base push him out the way we act off the pitch. You know what I mean? Like Gene said, we're personally attacking his family and all that stuff, and because his brother's is his agent, innit?
Yeah.
And all that stuff. We should not be doing that, man. That doesn't help any situation. You know what I mean? The guy hasn't said anything, so support him, man. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. If the head coach and the coaching staff and the club is still playing him and give him captaincy, something good must be happening, in my opinion.
Yeah, but who do you blame for this sort of situation, Fozzie? Like when you look at it, I said at the start of the season, I hope this contract sort of situations then bite us in the backside later on.
Yeah.
We should have got all this wrapped up. Okay, do they want the news that Trent's leaving during the season? Man's are going to go over the top with it, bro. They're going to be abusing him even more.
Yeah.
So keeping Sturm on his contract, even though I think he's the one who might go out of the three, might be a blessing in disguise, bro. Because for me, if they told us in September, October, Salah and Virgil are staying, Trent's going, Trent would have got slaughtered, bro. Slaughtered. Okay. So, and what do you reckon he looked like? Sometimes when you look at his face, you can tell he's read through Twitter what people are writing.
Doing that thing with his hand in it and all that stuff. So
people talking like players actually hear what fans say. They might be even on the show now, right now. Arne Stops like, I'm getting Fozzie show onto the screen for everyone to watch. You don't know, man, what these guys watch, what they do. They can just type in Liverpool fans, blah blah blah, and all of a sudden you got content creator after content creator dissing Trent, this, that, and the other, bro. It's ridiculous,
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Let me just read through the comments, and we could just reply to them. We have no easy games till the season is done. Agreed, Eugene. 100% agreed, wholeheartedly. Obviously, I always bring up comments, other people chatting to each other. Steve, securing both the Champions League and the Premier League titles. So the Premier League and the Champions League titles this season would be highly important. No rival fans will say anything when we win these trophies. You're spot on, bro. First of all, Man United will shut up. They're not going to talk no more. That's number one. Number two, we draw with AC Milan, I believe, with 7. With behind Real Madrid, so we'll be joint second for the European team ever.
Should have had 7. But anyway, that's another story. Anyway,
what you're quickly saying, Fozzie, about fans and stuff. Like Man United, if we was in Man United's position right now and United were in ours, our fan base wouldn't be making shows about United, waiting for them to lose the league. Yeah. We'd be too bothered about our own club. That's the difference between us and United. All I see United fans and Arsenal fans do is do watch-alongs for our games.
Yeah.
And do shows when we drop points. Look at this. You know what I mean, bro? We're big time. It's like we're talk of the town, bro. And I have, like, even if our sort of positions were changed with United, I would not waste 1 minute talking about United. I don't care about Man United. I care about what we're doing, But that's how football is nowadays. That Plymouth game was the prime one, When we lost that, the amount of other fans just jumping up and down, celebrating, like they just won us, beat us, It's like ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous.
You're spot on, JK. You're spot on, bro. Abdul says, will the owner spend this summer, Nalante?
Yeah. Oh, they're going to spend. That's guaranteed. Slot has said it, and we are, regardless, because players are going to leave or not. So that's guaranteed. We're going to spend. It's just how much we spend. That's the key. And that's the thing. And it's just a neglectance of FSG. It all really depends on this contract situation with all of them.
I want to ask everybody a question to that as well. Like, if you haven't finished, have you finished in Atlanta? Carry on if you want to talk still, bro.
No, that's fine. No, you can ask the question. Was it all good? No, I finished. All good.
I want to ask both of you a question, and the chat, of course. Say we don't win the league, God forbid. Say we don't win the league this season. How would the fan base and you guys feel about that? I'm talking to everybody, by the way, chat included. say a travesty happens, like Liverpool don't win the
Mhm.
title, what are you guys gonna be still happy with the season, or are you gonna say enough is enough now? That's what I'm asking.
I'm gonna start supporting Everton, bro. You know what I mean?
JK, the blue shirt, the blue podcast.
We got
Good
a
luck,
new
JK.
stadium. We'll have a new stadium. We will have a new stadium. You know what I mean? I'll be
That's
supporting
good. Good luck,
Everton, bro.
JK. You got to deal with the
Like,
likes
come
of
on.
Dwight McNeil and Better up front. That's your main
That's all right.
players.
That's all right, bro. At least we spend money. You
That's
know?
true. Yeah.
At least we spend money. Everton have wasted a lot of money when you really look at it. They've outspent us. West Ham, Villa, all these teams. We're just blessed. We've got two guys like Klopp and Slot at the top who make it work. For me, it's the right way. The way for FSG do football, it is the right way to do it. But we're the only team who bloody does that. You understand what I mean? So, like,
saving money wise, I agree. Yeah, but the thing is, it doesn't work in the Premier League, bro. It doesn't. It just doesn't, man. I like the motto is all right, you know, if you think about it. But in Premier League terms, to have success, it doesn't work. It was good in the beginning, but everybody else caught up with us at the end. You know what I mean? And now they've overtaken us. Let's just be honest about it.
For me, if we don't win the league, I'm blaming one sector of the club, and that's the owners for me. Transfer window after transfer window, us fans waiting. Oh, we're going to get this guy to come in just to have an extra set of legs in that midfield. You've seen it this season as well, bro. Imagine that extra midfielder. I like McConnell, all these lads, fair play to them, good little players. But right now, we don't need them, my opinion. If a guy came in who's played 3, 4, 5 seasons abroad somewhere, came in this January transfer window, that's going to help the cause. Our owners don't help us. They're like, yeah, that's what you're getting. Get on with it. It's not none of this. John Henry watching every game, thinking, you know what, the way Gravenberch is playing every game and that, he might get a little bit tired in the future. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get Slot a midfielder who can cover Gravenberch with Endo, just in case we need that. John Henry don't watch football like that, bro. You know why? He's not a fan. He's not a fan. He just looks at it as a business sort of opportunity and stuff. He's made his money out of it. He will make a lot more money when he sells it. But for me, football-wise, he hasn't. He probably knows about football. We can't say anything about that because we not had an interview with the lad.
I don't know him personally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for me, football-wise, if he had any sort of the way Man City do it, for example, not like Chelsea because they just spend money stupid, but Man City, 8 times out of 10, they get the player right who they buy. Some of their players have also failed, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean, bro? But their owners are like, Pep, who do you need? Because we need to get top 4 next season. That's why this January they spent big.
Yeah.
Because they were scared of not reaching top 4, bro. Hence why that big outlay. If Man City was second, they probably just got Mamouche.
And that's it.
My opinion, bro. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because they're not only bought for now, they bought for the future as well, haven't they, JK? So it's madness going on over there, man. And they're in the middle of a court case, aren't they? They probably won anyway. That's why they're buying players. You know what I mean?
All that Man City talk over the last 2 years about their 115 charges and that. For me, I've done with that topic. I am not wasting no time on that.
Exactly,
it's a circus, bro. It's a circus.
Trudon says if we don't win the league, that would be an embarrassment. It'd be more than an embarrassment, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like you're top of the league throughout the season, and then all of a sudden you drop off at the end. I mean, are we Arsenal?
Damn, that's even 10 times worse. Yeah.
We're not
I never get that nervous, bro, in that way. I get nervous in a game, but when I look at the bigger picture, I don't get nervous. No. I'm always like, I'm winning this. Like, you know, that's the mentality I am with. I'm like, we're winning this. And that's because of the Milan game in Istanbul. Since that day, I'm like, you know what? No matter what happens, we're winning that game. And that's the Liverpool mentality, bro. We're different to everyone else, you know. So for me, I'm not worried about the bigger picture. For me, step by step, game by game, take it as it is. I worried on Sunday a little bit against Wolves, thinking, are these guys going to get a Desmond on us? That's what I worry about. I don't worry about the bigger picture. I know we're going to win the league this season. I just got this proper good feeling since slots come in. One loss all season in the league. Come on, bro. Because look at Man City and Forest. They've lost about 14 games between them.
That's mad, man.
6 and 7, yeah. 6 for Forest, 7 for City. That's how many games they've lost. We've lost 1. So for me, I'm not worried, bro. Everything's cool.
Is Brian around, guys? Because when I do the tactics, I will go for a bit and come back.
No, he said he can't make it.
Okay. No problem, bro. No problem. Cedric says, no matter how many espressos, Red Bulls you have, LOL. Okay. I don't know who's directing that, but I'm sure it's not me. Maybe it's me. I don't know. What do you think about Kelleher, Simicaz, Gomez, Endo, Beshetic, Elliott, Jones, Nat Phillips, Reece Williams, Ben Doak, Nunes, Chiesa, Diaz, and Jota? What do I think about all of them? I don't think some of them are going to be at the football club next season. I think Kelleher is going to go and find somewhere else to play. I think Gomez is probably in the same boat. I think Endo is definitely going. Beshetic, he keeps going from loan to loan to loan, so I don't know about that one. Elliott, I don't think the manager likes him, to be fair, guys, because he hasn't started any games. You know what I mean? He's always, I'm talking about important games. He's always coming off the bench, you know, as a bit part player. And I don't know if the manager, head coach wants him, to be fair. What do you guys think about Elliott next season? Is he going to be here?
Yeah, I think he will be.
For me, valuable squad player. He's not consistent every game. Plymouth, not great.
Yeah.
But he got 2 goals in 2 weeks in Champions League. You know, he's that type of guy, bro. For me, valuable squad player, young, never moans, sports Liverpool. We need squad players, bro. And he fits the squad player role in our club for me, Elliott.
Okay.
I think he's happy with that as well sometimes. Because he's young, bro. He can be one in 2 years, no problem. Right now, he's loving it. He's at Liverpool. He supports the club.
Okay. What about you, Nolante, brother?
Elliott, no, I think he'll stay. I don't think Slot wants to get rid of him. He was implemented. It's just, unfortunately, the injury happened that pre-season. Took him out for 3 months. So I know there's been rumours. I don't think Slot wants it. I think he'll stay. He'll stay.
Okay. Nat Phillips is definitely going, guys. It's been too long at Liverpool being alone. He's definitely going. Reece Williams, not good enough. He's never going to be good enough.
Yeah.
He gave us 1 season of hope when we tried.
No, he helped us. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Actually, both of them put together.
Nat Phillips,
and Reece Williams. So, yeah, I think they're both gone. Ben Doak, a lot of teams are chasing him, guys. Is Liverpool going to sell him? I don't know. That one is toss of a coin. I'll keep him, you know what I mean, because I could bring him as an impact player next season, if you know what I mean. He's doing great things at Middlesbrough at the moment. I could bring him off the bench next season when games are tight. He could just run out, teams. He's both-footed, so he could cause a lot of damage. And he could build his career somehow at Liverpool, in my opinion. I think Ben Doak should stay, but I don't know, guys. I don't know about that one. Nunes, they spend a lot of money on this guy, boys and girls. So I'm not expecting him to leave because of the amount of money they spent. Who would pay that much money? We keep hearing Saudis want him for 70 million. Do you think Liverpool would reject 70 million if that was offered? I don't think so. I think it's just paper talk. I honestly think that. Chiesa, I don't know. We haven't spent anything on him. So it's up to Liverpool what they do with him. They either keep him or get rid of him. You know what I mean? He needs to start performing now. You know what I mean? He's been given opportunities, obviously, and he come off the bench a few times as well. So is his decision now? Is he going to start performing, or does he want to go back to Italy at the end of the season? So yeah, you never know with Chiesa, man. He might just come up, around this time and just do some magic, because he's capable of it. You know what I mean? Don't forget, this guy was over 100 million pounds not so long ago. It's just the ACL injury and a couple of injuries here and there that disrupted his career. So you never know with him. Diaz, with me personally, I've got my own issues with Diaz, but if his father and his representatives are saying like they want him to go to Barcelona and he's not doing anything about it, it's a worry in my opinion. So, you know, like if you're happy at a football club, you're telling the people around you to shut their mouths. Don't disrespect the club that you're at. But there's a lot of that that's happening. But I need more than Diaz next season. I need something close to Mane at least in the left side. Obviously, we've got Gakpo that does that, but you got to keep him on his toes. You know what I mean? You can't have, you know, one player in one position and that is it. Be all end all. You need competition for places. Yeah, with Diaz, I don't know. I don't know with Liverpool and Diaz. But Jota, I've run my course with Jota, man. Every season he's injured, and it's not even injuries like for a couple of weeks. It's a long-term injuries, guys. And it's not even operation injuries, it's just impact injuries. And it's becoming boring now. I'm getting tired of it. And I told these two guys before, like JK and Nolante, since he's come to the football club, we hardly compete. I mean, now we're competing, obviously, but he hasn't been part of it. So, yeah, man. Where do you guys stand with those two, Diaz and Jota guys? Next, obviously, in the summer, are they going to stay? Or do you want them to stay? Or do you want them to be sold to get better players in that's going to be consistently in the team? Nolante? JK?
Yeah, Jota for me, I don't mind moving him on. Injury record terrible. Diaz, low wages, puts a shift in. So I have no problem with him staying.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Nolante?
It's a techie one. If drop the shot, Jota can go. Diaz. I'll give him one more season to prove his worth.
Okay. See, everybody has different opinions in here, guys. We don't all agree. There you go. Yeah, have to agree. Cedric says. Steve says, I want to see a simple 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1 formation. You know, go back to the Kenny Dalglish days, yeah? Is that what you want? Yeah? Okay. No problem, man. Okay, let me get the tactical board here, guys. So I could put it up there. 1 second. I don't know what is going on here. I'm trying. If you guys could just read out the next comment. Just go for it, guys, while I fix this up, please. That's for you, Jack and Nolante. If you guys can just take over that. The next comment is asking about Bradley.
Yeah, playing about Bradley at left back. Why not? Why not? Puts a shift in. I think he can play left back as well, probably. My opinion. Yeah. Nolante?
Yeah, it's an interesting experiment, but not for Villa, not for me.
Yeah,
not for me.
All right, guys. I've got the tactical board up.
Hey, we're getting to the nitty gritty.
Let's go. Let's
go.
All right, goalkeeper is easy. We don't need to worry about that, guys. It's easy peasy. Alisson. Do you guys think Alisson's been like back to his best recently, or is he still like struggling with certain things?
I reckon he made some top saves Sunday against Wolves.
Yeah,
should have saved the Cunha shot, my opinion.
Yeah,
for a clean sheet.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But other than that, I think he played pretty well Sunday.
Okay. Your right back. Who do you guys want to be your right back?
Trent.
Both?
Yeah. Trent.
Do you guys think he's still carrying an injury, Trent, or is he?
That's the thing. That's the thing. He was injured, bro. You know.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying he's still carrying that injury that he had. Who was it against? It was an away game, wasn't it? Bournemouth. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to say. He's not 100%, but he must be close because slot to play him. Because I was thinking the trade. I would have started Bradley against Wolves, but so he came off. So yeah, we'll see. But we need a little bit better. Back to the start of the season when defensively he was quite sound actually for a change.
Even against Wolves, he was sound defensively. I think Trent. Passing, he couldn't pass nothing. Like his passing was terrible, but defensively, he was getting a lot of tackles in.
Do you think we're harsh on him sometimes, guys? Like with Trent, just because
Yeah, I think the contract talks done that.
looking at his performance is due to the contract renewing.
Yeah,
I think so as well.
that's just added fuel to it. You know what I mean?
I think since that Man United game, he's performed much better. It's just the creativity is missing from him at the moment. I miss those crosses in the box, innit? And
Simple.
Yeah.
I think his creativity's been there in games. It's just sometimes he switches off. That's the problem. Because there's a good couple of times against Wolves that he was on the wing for Wolves. Was it Guedes or I can't remember who? They went past him easily, and he just kind of just lackadaisical, just like whatever kind of thing, which weren't great. But yeah,
he does that sometimes.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's something.
I've been trying to be his biggest defender, but sometimes I see him like he's not bothered. You know what I mean? Running back. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's Nuri, innit? Nuri, the left back who's playing, no, left wing back as they use him, innit? Nuri and Konya. Is it Konya?
Yeah.
They were playing on the left in that day. So, yeah, they must have given him problems, to be fair.
Oh, no,
People, do me a favor, hit the like button. Please hit the like button for us. You know what I mean? And subscribe if you're new, of course. I will get to your comments. Please don't switch off. We will get to your comments, and we will share our opinions towards it as well. Left back, guys, who do you want as the left? Obviously, the two centre backs pick themselves, don't they? So I can't be. Do you guys want to change that centre back pairing for that Villa game? Because they are going to give us power and pace at front problems.
Yeah,
and we can't put in someone else there.
God, I would love to badly rest Virgil, but you can't. You just can't. You know what? I'll start Kwanzaa. I'll start Kwanzaa over either.
Same as.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he needs to sort himself out.
Instead of Virgil.
Did
you say Kwanzaa instead of Virgil?
No, Kwanzaa instead of Kanai.
Yeah.
For Konate, yeah? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Kwanzaa done enough in the last game to merit
he got us the win with that tackle at the end.
Yeah.
Passing, really improved on his passing. Look at the passing he does in games now.
Yeah.
I think Slot works with him and Kanate about passing the ball from the back. Both improved it this season.
Anton.
Big up, Anton. Wally. Wallahi.
All right, so you guys pick Kwanzaa, yeah? I'll pick Konate, but 2 against 1, I can't win that battle. You know what I mean? I wish the chat can compete with with this. You know what I mean? Have their own little thing over there on the chat saying like who they want to start as well. I appreciate that if you could do that for us. Left back, guys, Tsimikas or Robertson? Which one do you guys want? Nante?
Ooh, sticky.
I'm tempted to play Tsimikas, but I'll go Robertson.
Yeah, I'll just need to fix up a bit, but yeah, poor Robbo.
Do you guys think we're harsh on Robbo? Like, the way he was the other day about, telling the fans to calm down, all that stuff. A lot of people retaliated towards him because of that. They said to him, like, if you played better, then we won't have those moan and groans. You know what I mean? It's the way you guys are playing. We're having a go at, and especially in the last minutes of the games. You know what I mean? And yeah. Do you think people are wrong about him? His performances. And was it right from him, to say to the fan base to calm down as well, or should he just concentrate on the game? There's 2 questions in a way, if you guys can answer that. JK and Nalante.
I don't mind him saying to the fans, "Calm down."
Why?
For me, like people don't understand. Like footballers know when they're not playing great. They don't need the fans signing on all the time. You know what I mean? The fans can show that they're not happy what's going on the pitch. But can you imagine some people shouting in the crowd, swearing? You don't know what goes on, unless you're there. But for me, the fans need to stay calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Nalante, brother?
Yeah, Robbo has got his third opinion to calm down. He's very I think sometimes fans forget these football players are human beings, and yeah, we can be constructive about when they play, but anything out of there, certain fans just take it to heart, man. That's the thing, man. They just need to just chill a bit. So, yeah, man. But in terms of his performances, it's like Trent's been up and down, been bad, but then he picked up a bit, and then it's been up and down, to be honest. And you know what? He's got no assists at all this season.
Robbo.
Yeah, no assist at all. This season.
Wow, that's the
It's
weird.
not great.
He's the
Yeah.
second highest assister in it from I think defender.
Yeah, so that's kind of worrying. So in that aspect, yeah,
Oof, that was his strong point. God
yeah,
damn.
no assist the
I
last
didn't
4
do
years.
that.
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
spot. Great spot. The two pivot midfielders, who do you want them to be, guys? Is it time to unleash the Japanese samurai, or if I'm right saying samurai? But
Yes, the Japanese warrior, 12th man. Check out 12th man, Liverpool 12th man podcast. That's his guy. Champion for him. Whoa, he's a samurai. Let him get his sword out. He's got to play tonight for me. He has to play tonight. I'll play him.
Wow.
no problem, JK. No problem. Me and Nalanta will take care of it. No problem.
Sorted. I'm playing Endo in the midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So both of you agree with that?
Yeah, we're locked in.
Locked in and locked out.
Yeah, no.
Because what I like about Endo being in this role, guys, he'll be more here. You know what I mean? With Gravenberch and McAllister, they're more like here, these areas, in it. They're too far away from the defense.
He's a sitting DM.
He came in against Wolverhampton the other day. He was just here, wasn't he? Protecting all these guys here, in it, JK and Lante.
Yeah, he's the sitting sort of DM, you know what I mean? Gravenberch is more of a advancing DM.
Yeah.
Endo just sits there, you know, perfect.
Yeah. I agree. Who do you want him next to? Like Gravenberch, McAllister? Which one out of the two do you guys prefer? Or Curtis Jones? Sorry, I forgot Curtis Jones.
Like for me, the next two positions, I'm going McAllister Jones.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So McAllister as next to Endo or as a number 10?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Floating. Him and Jones just floating in front of Endo for me.
Like here?
Up in, yeah, that type of role. But I think our midfield, considering the last 2 games have been pretty poor, we needed a little revamp. And for me, McAllister there, Endo and Jones.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Like this,
but I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, something like that.
With me? No, but let Nalante go, then I'll go after. Go on, Nalante.
I would,
guys, by the way. Go on, bro.
I would play, mate. I would revamp the whole midfield, Jones, Elliott, but Slot's not going to do that. So I'll guess, I'll go with that, and then McAllister will come off at some point after the hour mark or something like that.
Like this, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you could do, or
I'll say like Jones is not very good at number 10. Let me just put it that way. I'll put him here, and I'll put McAllister here. Is what we were saying. Is what we was talking about earlier, isn't it?
Yeah.
McAllister can do the eye of a needle passes to people, in it like this, and through balls to Salah, the striker, even the winger coming in. He's got that kind of intelligence. That's what I like about McAllister, and this is what we need in that number 10 role.
That football intelligence.
I'm not saying Szoboszlai hasn't got it. I think Szoboszlai's got it in abundance in it, but he doesn't use it as much. And what I like about McAllister, he's willing to go on all these areas. He's not afraid to run around. He might not have the pace, but he still gives it his all. You know what I mean? You don't ask, as a Liverpool fan, we don't ask for much other than 100%, and he gives us 100%. So this is what McAllister can do in that role if you play him as a number 10. He's not going to do as much as running as Szoboszlai, because Szoboszlai has got energy to burn. He's taken over the James Milner role, hasn't he, with the bleep test and all that stuff. So it shows he's got a lot of energy. But with McAllister, like, he could do all that, guys, in that number 10 role. The arrows I'm showing you, obviously the forward one that's going towards the goal, is the kind of passes he can make for players to run onto, to shoot, to score goals, if you know what I mean. That's what you need. You need game intelligence in that role, in the number 10. Maybe this is what Darwin Núñez needs, someone like that that can feed him balls like that. Do you agree, Nalante, with that, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Darwin has to, sometimes he does, but Darwin sometimes has to accountability with his own stuff at certain times as well. So he does. It's a 50-50. I mean, regarding to that, with Sobbo, actually, I think really he should be the one, he should be the one sitting next to Endo, and then McAllister the 10, in my opinion. I think Sobbo will be better for a deeper role, in my opinion.
Okay. Okay. I think he's more of a number 10 Sobbo than the reason I say that, bro, I think we put too much on Sobbo. in regards to running and all that stuff. Closing down and all. There's too much concentration on that rather than his technical ability. That's what I'm trying to say, guys.
Yeah.
But
he's better in the defensive aspect without off the ball than McAllister, in my opinion.
Okay.
And all McAllister can do, but it's just the midfield. Sometimes we get overrun.
Yeah.
Not overrun, but just like chances. And it's just concerning. But Endo got to start 100%. 100%.
Who's your striker for this game, guys? Do you continue with Jota or you put Diaz? You put someone else there. Don't forget, Jota can play out wide as well. A lot of people are saying Darwin, JK. They say he's a big pitch. He could just run the whole game.
That's it.
Yeah, I'll go with Darwin as well. Because the more I think about it, the more of a pest he can be, and the more he could run behind. You know what I mean? With the Aston Villa, makeshift defense, in it. They haven't really got the regular defenders there at the moment, have they?
They got a few injuries, yeah.
There you go. So he can cause a lot of problems, Darwin. You know what I mean? I know, some people don't like to hear that, but for me, players, I see it on the games they can perform in. That's how I see it, and I think Darwin can do a lot in this game tomorrow. I honestly think that. But what about you, Nalante?
I'll go Jota.
So 2 Darwin, 1 Jota. Okay. Left side, Diaz, of course. Is there anyone else?
Yeah,
Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz.
Diaz.
Got to be Diaz. Yeah. I mean, the 45 was good. He needs it again, buck up. The second half, he's non-existent. So if you can put that first half in, then
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll go with that team. With that team tomorrow. All right, then, guys. I'll catch you guys later.
Cool.
Yeah, see you later, man. We're going to be
going
going
JK, blessings.
Big up,
Blessings.
Big up, JK.
Always. Thanks for coming through, brother. That's the starting lineup for us, guys. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Let me just go through the comments, me and Nalante, before we go. Let's go, Nalante.
Sir.
This is Steve's starting 11. My starting 11 tomorrow, he says Becker, Trent Alexander-Arnold, of course, Konate, VVD, and Bradley as a left back. You know what? I've never seen that before. You never know. You never know with Bradley, You never know. He might perform better in that position, Because we gave what's his name? Gomez, as I remember, played as a left back last season, and look at the performance.
He's one of our top 3 players of the season.
Yeah, so
top 3, yeah.
Right, fullbacks. Look at Spence at Tottenham. Look at the way that kid is performing.
Emergency. Yeah, he could do it, but I mean, he could do. I mean, just pick like I'd rather just Simicas. So I wouldn't have a problem if he was, to be fair, but.
Okay. Let me get to the comments. This is from Gene. Of course, we criticize his game, but this is Trent, by the way.
Yeah.
But leave the personal attacks. I would love Trent to stay, but we do not want any player who wants out. No man's bigger than the club bench if you not performing. Period. Yeah.
I'm on Gene. Realness.
That's the realness of all realnesses. Hey, there's your boy, mate. There's your boy.
Yeah, Don't know the don't know.
Big up, brother. You never walk alone, bro. You never walk alone.
Walk on with your. Nah, let me not scare the stream.
Steve says, letting your best players or players leave or sell them reduce your chances of winning trophies. You're spot on, bro.
Yeah.
I agree 100%, man. Big up, you never walk alone, man. Never seen you on here before, but big up. 72 touches in 11 km, around 26 sprints, 4 tackles, 3 interceptions, fastest player on the pitch, Andy Robertson. Wow, didn't know that, mate. Didn't know that.
Okay, that's it.
Bro,
Robo fan there. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, nobody hates Robo. Let me just put it up. Nobody hates Robo. But you got to tell the truth. At some stage of players' careers, they're dropping off. You got to tell the truth. You know what I mean? That's all it's all about. That's what it's all about. I'm only saying how I feel, and I don't want Robbo getting personally attacked. That's the last thing I want. The more we, criticize him, the more that can happen on a regular basis as well. So I don't want to say much about Robertson anymore. Yeah, so I'll just leave that alone with Robertson. To be fair, yeah, because the guy's a legend, man. He's done a lot for our football club.
Legend.
Yeah, man. I'm uncertain on the spending this summer. To be honest, they've got no choice. KJ, they have to spend, brother. They've got no choice at all. They can't be, at this football club playing safe all the time. They need to. Last summer we didn't spend. The winter we didn't spend. So this summer we have to spend. I mean, we've had all that time to be ready for next summer. So they should be preparing players for next season right now. As I remember Klopp saying before he left last January, he said the moment he realized it's time to go is when they were discussing players for next season in November, right or not, Nolante? That's what he said, didn't he?
Part of it, but I think he's burnt out. He's just tired.
No, but didn't he say that they would, as soon as they brought that up, next season signings in November, that's when he said, that's the moment I realized, I'm not going to be here anymore. So they discussed this, way in advance, players coming in. So which means they have to go and scout them, get them ready. What do we need in this team? I think we need a centre back, a left back. I think we need a DM, obviously the most important one out of all, in my opinion. And we need another striker because I don't think Jota is going to stay fit throughout the seasons anymore. So if he's staying at the club, that's a big problem for me because he's going to, stop another player coming into that position, right or not, Nolante?
Yeah, 100%.
KJ says, we'll spend, but we actually going to spend. Are we actually going to spend? That's what he said. We are, bro.
Oh yeah. Slotter's already confirmed it. So they are working towards the summer target. So yeah, we have to anyway. We've got 3 players potentially leaving. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we don't win the title, give another title away. All FSG's fault, mate. I think even the loyal FSG fans, Steve, are gonna come out and say enough is enough. I honestly think that, bro. I'm off that mindset right now. The loyal people to FSG will even come out and say enough is enough. Do you agree or disagree with that, Nolante?
Probably, but there's still ones that kind of trying to. There'll always be ones that will defend it. Just football.
They must be getting free tickets, bro.
Well, if they do, I might have to.
Lucky sods.
Exactly, I might have to put my hand in the pocket and like the tickets.
Come out of the screen and get these people. They need to start supporting Liverpool Football Club, not FSG. You know what I mean?
You gotta have that evil moments, guys. You gotta have that evil moments. Right?
Yeah, you got that moments. Yes, big up the soundboard once again.
Trudon says to let an Arsenal side with the injuries they have win, it would be a nasty work. Yes, you're spot on, bro. It'd be a laughing stock in a long time. Let me just put it that way.
Trudon, bang on. We agree to disagree on things, but bang on that, on the money with that.
FSG model will never allow Liverpool to dominate. I explained it to you, Trudon, before. I had a screen. I explained it to everybody in Atlanta in regards to FSG. FSG is they've got this kind of way of buy to sell to whatever it is they call it. This is their model, and they have this kind of way of thinking. You win a title, but we rebuild in 5 years to win another one. There's never like next season we go again. Like you heard the Man City owners when they say next season we go again, we try to do better than what we've done last season, which is win the Champions League, the Premier League and the cups or something like that. You know what I mean? That's what they say. As for FSG, they're just happy winning the league title, and the next season we have a rest. We rebuild for next 4 years, and then we go again. That's how they are. They are 5 years planners. That's what they are, guys. You will never win Premier League season after season after season. That's not the type of owners they are, guys. I'm sorry to bring this down. I'm just being realistic with you. It's the way of thinking of FSG. That's how they do with the Red Bull, so we call it Red Sox, and the other organizations. So that's how it is. I mean, until they're here, this is what we're going to see, man. We win the league this season. We're not going to win it next season. That's just, Be realistic. We need to get with times now. Yeah, 100% KJ. We have to make everybody else is doing it. Well, not Nalate. Do you agree or disagree? We don't ask for much, do we? For
No,
spend.
not really.
We
No,
just
we're
want
not asking for 300 mil.
It doesn't matter how much they cost, innit? We don't ask
Yeah.
for £100 players or anything like that, Nalante.
Yeah. To get the player quality to improve your squad and to get into the stuff of creating a legacy, back to backs, etc. That's what we need.
No point saving money in LFC accounts if you don't invest it into the squad. Yeah, it's no point, bro. No point at all. I'll feel gutted if we lost the Prem, but gives me hope for next season. My headache is FSG and Hughes Edwards. Slot needs backing. Cannot trust a boss to do right by him and us supporters. You know what scares me, and Gene, is if Slot wins the Premier League and next season they don't get the players that he wants. You know, like head coaches, they got ambitions, innit? That's what people don't understand sometimes. And you know, the big teams will chase him. He's done the impossible. In his first season, he's going to win the Premier League and the Champions League, most probably. We're the favourites for both, don't get me wrong. If he does it both, do you think other teams around the world, Real Madrid are looking for a manager? Ancelotti is not getting any younger. You know what I mean? They'll be looking, you know, they always sniff around Liverpool Football Club, Real Madrid. Don't forget that, guys. I just hope he's loyal enough like Jurgen and stays at Liverpool. I just hope that. But if they mistreat him, these owners, he's got every right to walk away. He's done his bit. They're not supporting him to, you know, progress and get better, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, we're in a touchy situation, in my opinion. Do you agree with that, Nalante, or disagree?
No, I agree. We're situation, like I said, as I said many times, like in the last 14 years, one Premier League, one Champions League is not good enough. And yes, some of it I put blame on Klopp, but it's down to the owners as well. When the iron was right to strike, they just let it go, just accepted for profit. So he's not good enough, man. Honestly, we should be having a different conversation right now, but God, we'll see. Just
Yeah. KJ says I'd keep Endo, Harvey, Jones, and Kelleher. I wish we could keep Kelleher, but I can't see that.
He's gone. KJ, he won't be a third choice goalkeeper. He's gone.
Elliot will be sold, I think. Yeah, I think so as well, bro. I think he's gone because the head coach is not playing him, bro, in any games. He's not even coming on. You know what I mean? Hardly recently. It doesn't fit Slot system. You're spot on, bro.
Disagree with that, but okay.
Go on. Why do you disagree with this one, bro?
No, because Elliot Slot had a plan for him in his system. It's only for the fact that if he didn't get that long-term injury, he would have started ahead of Sobbo. Yeah. And Sobbo, unfortunately, he's come back and he's been in and out. He's been sub appearances, you know, mostly subs. And then obviously the Plymouth game was his first start in a while.
Yeah.
As he started, and unfortunately he had a bad game. He had a real bad game, and So I wouldn't just write him off just yet. I wouldn't say he doesn't fit the sort of system.
Yeah. As we go on with the chat, this is the head-to-head with Aston Villa. Let me see who's home and away. This is Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Yeah, guys. Let me make it bigger for you as well. This is from 2024 upwards. Yeah. So. Obviously, the last time we faced them, we beat them 2-0, 3-3. As you guys remember, I think we was leading 3-1 at one stage in that game last season.
Yeah, indeed.
We've got a good record, you know. Thinking about it since 2021. We just have a couple of draws in there, but that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Thinking about it, that 7-2, I remember that. That's a season Van Dijk got injured, guys. By the way,
I think did he play in that game? He might have played in that game.
Bro. It was him and Gomez. Adrian in goal. Not saving anything.
Yeah, oh God, man. That was embarrassing.
That was embarrassing. 7 goals. And we were Man United losing to Tottenham in it or something. They lost about 6-3 or something. I remember that Craig from Anfield Agenda was laughing at them.
6-1, yeah. 7, you know.
And then next day we lose about 7 goals. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing, bro. Look, last few games, we've got great record against Villa. I mean, if you look at from the last game, we beat them 2-0. onwards, you know, what I mean, it's a draw, win, and all that stuff. As you can see from 2021, you know, after that, great record. You know, what I mean, you're going to get draws. That's how it is. You know, what I mean, you're not going to win every game. And I remember that draw against them. I think the 1-1 draw when Gakpo got studded in the chest. So they should have had a man sent off, by the way. And the referee decided not to send him off, as I remember in that game. We drew that game. So there you go. Yeah, man. Let's just read that for the comments. Yeah, that's the record, people. That's from obviously the last game, which finished 2-2. Let me put it up a bit. 2-0 to Liverpool onwards. So that's the record. That's a head-to-head, basically. Liverpool is the wins, and obviously the losses are Villa, which you can't see really until you get here. So the losses are us. Wins, obviously, is Liverpool. There you go. There you go. So all the wins over here is Liverpool. And the draws, obviously, is a piece. So it's not bad. It's not a bad record. I thought we had worse than that, to be fair, Nalante. I honestly thought we had worse record than that.
Yeah.
And the poll, I'm sure in the poll, Nottingham Forest away is the winner. I'm sure. I'll check it out before I go. How does he not? Hang on, let me go down. And I remember before Slot came to us, he hadn't lost a game with Feyenoord that season. Wow. Slot, it's just similar to Klopp. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Slot, Klopp, you know what I mean?
Klopp the slot. Slot the top drop with Klopp and Slot.
We done big Nat dirty. Nat has always been cold and was good as a fifth choice centre back. I think I agree with you, KJ. 100%. I nearly said JK. KJ. 100% agree with you. I thought that season when we finished third, he put on one hell of a performance in that season. Listen, we were so desperate for a centre back. We decided to play him and Reece Williams. He nurtured that boy, Reece Williams, throughout the games, and he was phenomenal. Guys, we was crying just to finish in the top 4, but we ended up like winning the last 10 games, I think.
Yeah, winning 12. Yeah.
12.
12.
Man, with Nat
10
Phillips
wins, 2 draws.
and Reece, man, that should never happen.
Yeah, and the hologram man, Kabak, just had to watch from the bench.
I'm telling you, bro. Anto, I'll call you later, bro. Sell Nunes, get Isak, a proven striker who has all the qualities to reach the very top. You know what? You guys are trying to persuade me with Isak. I said Alvarez, the ex-Man City player, but all you, Nalante, and all these people want Isak.
Mate, I'm just saying, man, at the right price, I'll get Isak ahead of Alvarez. I wouldn't mind both, but I'll just get Isak. Tell you, man. Look at that boy burn. That boy running rings.
Trent, if fit, cause last match he was bought. Yeah, he'll play.
Yeah, Trent, yeah.
If Gomez was not rushed back from injury, I would play him left back versus Villa. Very solid, man. Fair point.
Yeah, man.
So needs to improve his no defending.
No game.
Defending, no game, because that's what's missing from our game. What do you think of that comment, brother?
I see where Gene's going with the whole no defending, no game bit, but yeah, it's something to be worked on for the boys, isn't it, for Slot to implement? Because okay, it's been a little bit sloppy at times.
She agrees with you guys as well.
Trust me.
Kwanzaa gets destroyed against Villa. That's why. I mean, Steve, you know what I mean? Rubbo. I'll start simulcast and rest Robbo, he says, for City.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Couldn't complain.
Good shot. Robbo can have 20 minutes at the end. Okay. No, we can only call out what we see. Yes, Jane, spot on about that. 100%. I see a few new people in there. Let me just go down.
Nice. Big up the new people who are in the chat. Big up.
Raf is in the house.
Raf, big up, Raf.
We need to roll through Aston Villa. And the Villa game, I feel, will be tougher than the City in terms of how both games will be played. Do you think City will go all out, or they're going to be cautious against us in that game?
No, City don't know how to do cautious. They'll just play their game.
Okay.
Yeah. They won't do cautious. Nah. No.
Okay. I thought, like, because he the coach, the Pep Guardiola wants Arsenal to win the Premier League. He didn't hide that. I mean,
Did
I
he?
thought
You
that
sure?
yeah, he said it on the press conference that he liked his mate Arteta to win the Premier League.
Oh,
That's
did he?
Yeah,
Okay,
bro.
well,
I heard
oh,
from the
well,
whole.
he's not. I mean, he's his protege. Technically, they worked together for 3-4 years. So yeah. So no, I'm not bothered about that. Yeah, it's up to him.
Yeah, you never walk alone says best away record in the Premier League, 17 consecutive games, 2+ goals at Anfield. We are good. I don't think we lost any games away this season, have we? So yeah.
No, yeah, we haven't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. I like the sandboard.
Which one? Do you like this one?
Or this one?
The Yanks can't stand FSG. Yeah, none of them do. Their own fan base in the Red Sox, I've heard enough.
Yeah.
And I think they've been warned off the Boston Celtics basketball team as well. The fan base.
Yeah, don't touch.
Yep. Yeah, I get you, Gene. Let me just read a couple more comments and we're out of here.
Come
You
on.
guys, I think you guys might be around tonight, right?
Yeah, we possibly.
This kind of streams, don't you, and JK? So
Yeah, possibly around Liverpool 12 man at Liverpool 12 man podcast tonight. So yeah, stay tuned and yeah.
Slot ain't going anywhere for now. Yeah, I agree, man. Slot is staying for 4 years minimum. Okay. LFC is Madrid feeder club under FSG. I've never seen, you know what, Steve? I've never seen a weak American owners. You know what I mean? Like ours. Normally Americans, if you fuck with them, sorry about the language, if you mess with them, they will get you back. You know what I mean? But we've got the only ownership that lets other teams mess around with them. It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? It's strange, very strange. Slot ain't leaving. He loves this challenge. I hope so.
No. He wants to build a legacy. He's good.
KJ says Harvey is having a season similar to Ox in 2021-2022 when he was trying too hard to contribute to the point where it was at their own detriment. Yeah, you know what?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know, bro, because Harvey Elliott just plays the same, in my opinion. I've seen no difference.
No, I think, Ox was good in that 21-22 season. The games that he played, he helped us. When Salah was at AFCON, he really helped us, Ox. I thought he done well.
He played on the right.
He played out again. So he played well. So I wouldn't say that. Elliott just hasn't got going. That's all. He started the game number 1 in the league. So there you go.
Abdul says Real Madrid, Alonso, Arbeloa, Dudek, McManaman, and Owen. Yeah, that's the players that left us. Yeah, for that team. Damn. I've read this one already. FSG, no ambition. Abdul says Klopp, slow. That should be a song. I mean, you figured it out, Abdul. That should be a song for you, brother.
Sorry, I just dropped up.
Elliot isn't strong enough, easy to bully off the ball. Endo isn't good enough in my eyes, not press resistance. Fumbles under pressure, and he's better coming on and minutes to go. Do you agree with that, Nalante?
No.
Endo?
No, I don't think it's that easy and good enough. He's proving himself, Antoine. He proved himself last season. The games he started, he proved he was good for us. Like I originally didn't want him. There's other DMs we could have got, but he proved his mettle. I will disagree with that if I'm honest.
Okay.
With Endo. It's good squad play, man. He did that.
Brother.
Yeah.
Let me read it with that voice, innit?
Yeah.
Poor Nat will always have my respect. You never walk alone.
Bro, see you go, Gene. You got it. And that's not from Fuzzy, that's from the Games Master.
Kel's the same. Kel's the same. Much respect, you never walk alone. Yes, Gene, 100%. That sound more like Draweezy. I said Draweezy.
Yeah, Daweezy. Yeah, Daweezy for Sheezy, man, easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big up to everyone, man. I hope you guys enjoy this. We're trying to grow the channel, man. Grow it with us. Me, JK, Nalante, whatever which way, Nalante, JK, Fuzzy, whatever which way you want to go. We're trying our best, man. We will grow as a community here. That's what we're all about. And I appreciate Nalante and I appreciate JK for always coming through for me as well, man. These guys, you know, I don't offer them anything. They just come over here and help me out. And I'm forever grateful for that. I'll never forget that, man. I'll never forget that. And of course, the chat, of course, man. I should never say anything bad about you guys ever. Because today I thought, let me just promote it an hour before the game. 2 people just commented and I was just sitting there all alone, hearing crickets. Where's the crickets anyway on my soundboard? But yeah, listen, thank you very much, honestly. Nalante, especially you guys, man. Appreciate you, man. Always, bro.
Come on, man.
There's the league, people. There's the league. We can't drop off from there. If we do, I'll be crying like a little baby. You know what? If I don't get tickets for the last game of the season, yeah, I'll be here doing a watch along. If we pick up the Premier League, you're gonna see a crybaby Fuzzy, man. I'm telling you, mate. The last championship we won, I cried throughout the day, and my wife said to me, "What's the matter?" I said, "I've waited 30 years." I was like Ian Bill.
Hey, Bill. Oh, Jane. What up, yeah? What up, you?
Oh, man. I was like Ian Bill.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Ian Bill is actually a Liverpool fan, you know.
He is. I know. I heard it. Yeah. He's been to season ticket holder.
Yeah, people don't know that.
Big him up, man. Big him up, man.
Big up Ian Bill, man.
He knows the realness. You know what I mean?
Is this where people can find you, brother? Yeah.
Yeah, so you find me on so Liverpool 12th man. Find me on there. You got JK's channel, which I haven't got, so I would put his on the link. And let me get the Irishman's channel. Just give me 2 seconds.
You just get the Irishman. Right?
Yeah.
Let me try to get JK as well. I need to put your channels on my thing, innit? And then I could everybody can see it.
Yeah.
Press on the channel, innit?
Subscription.
Man, I can't even find it. The heck is going on? Yeah, so listen, Villa is not going to be easy, guys. Just prepare yourself. Let's just hope we get that win, man. Let's just hope we get that win because that's what we need. Honest to God, that's what we need. Please do me a favor. If you're new, subscribe. And hit the likes for us if you're watching this back. If there's any comments that you want to share with us, hit the comment section. Me, Nalante, JK will get back to you and chat about anything you want. Anything you want, share your concerns and everything on there. As you can see, that's the Irishman's channel. I'll put JK, Irishman, and 12 man on my screen so you guys can just whenever you touch, press on the channel, you see them there straight away. So we don't have to do these links. They're going to be part of it. Just like Bajan Barnes, Uncle Rods, Frank Carlisle, and other guys that's on there. Salah will push City on Sunday.
We hope so. We hope. We'll be here for it.
Thank you, G. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And you, of course.
Big up each and every time. Big up KJ. Pleasure meeting you, man. Pleasure meeting you, man. I've never met him before. It's the first time I think I've been.
Yeah, that KJ's a real one, man.
Before, but I wasn't here, innit? So that's why I'm saying that.
It's a real one, KJ.
Yeah. What's Gene saying before we get out of here? We appreciate you guys and chat. Much love and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, people. Take care. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you soon, man. We'll see you soon. Very soon, probably. These guys always appear. You know what I mean? So hit the notification bell.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Peace out, guys.
Peace out. Where is it? There we go.
Peace out. another